Warning. The Drunken Peasants podcast is full of comedic exaggerations, independent thought, insensitivity, and other offensive content. We strongly urge all viewers and listeners to keep their brains in their skulls throughout the entire duration of this podcast. Failure to do so will result in immediate death. If you wish to support this podcast, there are several ways to do so. First, you can sign up for a free audiobook trial at audibletrial.com/drunkenpeasants. Audible is the foremost seller of audiobooks today with hundreds of thousands of titles to satisfy all manner of tastes. Second, if you shop on Amazon.com, please use the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of this video. Every purchase you make helps to support this podcast's existence. Third, please peruse our merchandise and see if any of it strikes your fancy. We sell a lot of t-shirts, so we must be doing something right. One more thing before I go. To make an official submission to the Drunken Peasants, whether it be a video for one of our segments, or fan art, or a picture of you wearing one of our shirts, or anything you think we might want to use on the show, that stuff needs to be sent to the Drunken Peasants Facebook inbox. Please do not send correspondence, as this will be deleted unread. With all that shit out of the way, it's time to begin the show.
Coming to you live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants Podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Fuck it! Hey man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
What the fuck you talking about? Atheism? It's okay.
You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be light.
You're garbage.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Hello, welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 313.
The greatest fucking episode of all time.
I'm calling it.
I actually already called it a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I stated here on this show, I don't remember when it was, but I stated that 313 was going to be the greatest episode of all time.
That's pretty awesome.
And Scotty's not here, so we're already one step ahead. Woo!
Yeah! And Paul won't be here. Or actually, Paul will be here, but it's abbreviated Paul. It's Paul Light.
Paul Light.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So we'll bring him and Dusty on. I think they're both ready.
Cool.
Is there anything else we should talk about really quick?
Nope.
All right. That's cool. Maybe we'll talk about other stuff later. Let's bring them on.
I want to get right to this shit.
Hello.
Hello.
Dusty.
How's it going?
Coming to us live from Carlsbad Caverns.
Can you guys
How you
see
doing,
me?
Dusty?
Did I do this
Not
right?
yet.
Hang on, let me
Not
see.
yet. Hold up.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
We're still setting shit up, Dustmeister.
All right,
Okay.
yeah.
How about now?
Yeah, we
Whoa.
see you.
Hey.
Thanks for
There's the
inviting me.
Dusty. You're welcome.
Appreciate you guys
Well,
finally having me on.
You guys, you like to complain when we don't have you on to offer rebuttal. So
It's been months you guys have been talking shit about me. I mean, you guys
months.
can have me on. Yeah, it has been months that you guys have been talking shit about me, and you can have me on any
Hold
time.
on. Let me just clarify
He's
real quick.
frozen.
We're the ones talking shit. We're
Yeah, you
the
guys
ones that have been talking shit.
You guys
for
have
months?
done
Okay.
way more videos about me than I have you. Definitely, I've
Really?
done one
we
video
make
about you.
we make way more videos than you do, but your last three
That's-
videos have all been hammering away at the same subject matter.
None of my videos were about you except for the one that I mentioned you guys in. The rest of the videos weren't about you because I don't watch this show. I don't know what you guys talk about. It wasn't about you
Right.
at all.
Okay.
You were a fan of the show when we met in Louisiana.
When you start a discussion with, you need alt-righters going after SJW's hardcore, like TJ, for instance. TJ, like first name out of your mouth. And then you make two more videos on the same subject, and I'm supposed to assume that it's not about me anymore. It just started that way.
Are we on the show live yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yes, I'm very happy to talk about this. I'm glad you brought this up. Yes, I did say that you were sharing alt-right talking points, I guess is the way I put it. Because
Yeah.
I honestly did feel like you were sharing alt-right talking points. And I'll tell you why. If you'll give me a second to explain it to you. As you guys may know, I was kind of in the alt-right for a little bit myself. After the whole Bernie fiasco with Hillary, I was really fucking pissed off at Hillary. And so
Right.
I'm a Reddit nerd. And so the Donald is the big Reddit forum where all the alt-righters hang out. As far as I can tell, that's the place where the most alt-righters hang out. And I was in there every day, and I was talking to those guys, and I was really studying their community, and I was on Twitter sharing all their shit, spreading the shit too. And one thing they said, well, wasn't all that common, but occasionally in the comment section, one of the talking points they were trying to spread was that we need to vote for Donald Trump because he's going to push the Republican Party to the left. And so you probably see where I'm going with this. I watched a video you made, Vote Trump 2016, where you told your 1 million followers that you suggest they vote for Donald Trump because he was going to push the Republican Party to the left.
Right.
And I honestly thought you were dog whistling alt-right talking points. However, the very next day after I made that video, I made another video because I thought about it. I took all the criticism in, I internalized it, and I was like, this is not cool. It's not cool of me to tell people what videos they can make. It's not cool of me to do that to TJ. And so I made another video explaining that wasn't my intention. It's not my intention to point fingers. And instead, I would like to focus on what I've done wrong because I'm as responsible for anybody. And I said in that video the very next day that I obviously did not think you were alt-right. I thought you were sharing talking points of the alt-right, but wasn't my place to call you out for that. And then I actually went in public on Twitter and apologized to you for it, which you accepted and told me was gracious that I apologized to you for. So I assumed that you knew that I wasn't talking about you.
But then you kept hammering away at the same subject matter. And not only that, what does it matter? What does it matter if a talking point comes from the alt-right or not? Doesn't it only matter whether it's valid or not?
Well, it's not valid. The talking point you use is incredibly stupid. I mean,
why
obviously
is it stupid?
Donald Trump is not.
No, well, I mean, like, look, if you look at the fucking positions, you want to tell me that the first Republican who's going to hold up a fucking LGBT flag on stage and say, yeah, that's not a fucking difference in the Republican Party from fucking Bush?
Hell no, that's pandering. If you actually looked at their platforms,
it may be pandering, but I said at least if you look at that fucking video, I said he's pushing the Republican Party to the right, to the left, at least in terms of rhetoric. So that is a no. He's not in terms of rhetoric. He's not in terms of rhetoric.
No. Have you looked at his official platform and what Trump is doing? The cabinet members he set up, he is putting forth the most conservative platform in my lifetime.
I'm not talking about his fucking platform, Dusty. I'm not talking about his platform. I'm talking about his rhetoric here.
His rhetoric has not pushed the fucking party to the left either. I don't even know what you're talking about. In my opinion, his
I just gave you an example of him holding up the LGBT flag, of him believing in protectionism and trade.
That one thing, holding up an LGBT flag, means he's pushing it to the left, right? He's definitely not.
Is he on that issue? Is he not?
I mean, in comparison to his predecessors, Dusty. Come on.
I watched that video, and that is not what I thought you were trying to say. What I thought you were trying to say was that he is going to push the Republican Party to the left.
How do you know he's not? How do you know he's not?
I mean, so far he's not. And if you actually looked at his policies, if you actually studied his official platform,
Dusty, do you understand? But do you understand? There's a difference between pushing it to the left, like he's now on the left, versus he's pushing it to the left in comparison to where it was.
Yeah,
do you understand that distinction?
He has the most conservative platform in my lifetime.
How is it a conservative platform? What makes you say it's the most conservative? No, I'm asking how is it the most conservative?
Sorry to interrupt.
How is it more conservative than Bush, for example?
Dusty, you may want to restart your camera because it doesn't appear to be working. Just so you know.
See it.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt. No. I don't know why. Oh, now we can. Huh. I don't know. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll go back. Your question was, why is this platform not liberal? Is that what your question was?
No, that's not my question. My question is, how is it not to the left of his predecessors on the Republican side? How is it the most conservative? What makes it the most conservative you've ever seen?
Okay, well, his tax cuts, for one. His tax cuts rival Ronald Reagan, which actually he's bragged about if you actually read his official platform. He wants to do Reaganomics again. Plus, his repealing everything Obama has done about climate change, his basically pulling out of the Climate Paris Accord, devastating to climate change. He has installed as his Secretary of Education a woman who wants to give $100 billion to religious schools, the biggest subsidization of religion in our lifetime, as his Secretary of, Surgeon General, the one that handles the drug war. He's got this old-time Tea Party drug warrior in there who literally went on record last April saying, if you smoke marijuana, you can't be a good person. This is the person in charge of our drug reform laws. This is the person that's going to go around and put more nonviolent offenders in prison, the very last thing we need. I mean, just every step you look at him, it's the most conservative we've seen in our lifetime.
That sounds like pretty par for the course Republican stuff to me. That doesn't sound like the most conservative of our lifetime. You have to understand, Dusty, it's not like he's going to accomplish that agenda.
Yeah, I mean, he's hardly.
It's like when Obama sold Obamacare, it was basically fucking universal health care, and then we got an insurance mandate.
He's not the
Trump
first
is not
Republican.
going to accomplish all that stuff. Sorry, go ahead, Paul.
No, sorry. The lag's a little weird tonight. If I step on you, Dusty, I apologize as well. It's a little weird on my end. No, he's not the first Republican to run on bringing back Reaganomics. He's not the first Republican to run on subsidizing religious schools. He's not the first Republican. None of the things you mentioned are unique to Donald Trump as a candidate, so I'm not sure exactly.
He is the most conservative president we've had in our lifetime. No other presidents have done the things that he's done.
You're saying this before he's even governed for a day.
Well, I mean, all you have to do is read his official platform and look at his picks.
Dusty, I don't give a shit about his official platform or Clinton's official platform.
Why don't you care about their
it's
official
bullshit.
platform? It doesn't matter.
It's bullshit,
not
Dusty.
Bullshit.
It is bullshit.
If you study politics, historically study politics, presidential candidates try to achieve about 75% historically of what they run on. Actually, looking at their official platform is a great way to tell how they're going to govern. And any historian on politics will tell you this. I don't even know. I can't believe I've had to teach you guys that the issues matter.
No,
the
just
issues matter.
Just instead of looking at a historical analysis, let's just look at recent history. Like,
okay,
look at Obama.
Obama did 75%
did he accomplish?
of what he set out
did he accomplish 75% of what he set out to do?
He tried to accomplish.
Tried. Okay, he tried. Okay, that's an interesting distinction. Tried. Right.
Yeah. So that's why we should believe, because they're gonna try. They're not necessarily gonna do it, but they're gonna try to do it. I mean, come on.
They're going to try to do what they ran and said they were going to do. I mean, what are you talking about? That's what they're supposed to do, isn't it? They're supposed to run their platforms and then say, we're going to try to do this, but I'm not a dictator. I can only do so much. I don't run the Congress and shit.
But what about Trump's fucking economics plan? I mean, not aside from the tax cuts, like the protectionism in trade, the trying to get jobs back into the U.S. That's something people have been clamoring for fucking years. And that's been a liberal cause. And now Trump took that cause and he's run with it. So if he accomplishes anything towards that, don't you think that's a damn sight better than Hillary fucking Clinton, who would have stayed the fucking course?
How do you know what Hillary's going to do? Are you psychic? You don't know what the fuck
Hillary's
going to do.
Well, you're psychic about Trump, apparently, so why can't I be psychic about fucking Hillary?
I'm looking at his fucking platform and what he's doing right now. It doesn't take a psychic to look at his fucking platform and look at the people he's put in his cabinet.
We actually have, we don't actually know how Trump governs. You've never seen Trump govern. We've seen Hillary govern. I have a lot more of a fucking leg to stand on guessing what Hillary's going to do than you do guessing what Trump's going to do.
Trump's going to govern. I'm assuming he's going to do what he ran his platform on and what he's set his cabinet to do. You know, he's put his cabinet in place specifically to put all these things into motion that he wants to do. It's pretty obvious what he's going to fucking do. So when he does exactly what I'm saying he's going to do, like, you guys will come back and say that you were wrong and I was right? You will admit that I just looked at his platform and said exactly what he was going to do and he did it. You'll admit that, right?
I mean, I got to be honest with you. Before you get an admission out of me, I'm going to have to be clear on what the fuck we're talking about. And I'm just not. I do not see how looking at a president and saying that they try 75% of what's in their platform. No president comes near that in my lifetime, achieving 75% of their platform. So isn't that just kind of a way of dancing around that presidents don't accomplish their platforms and just maintain the status quo? And shouldn't we just expect that from Trump, if anything?
Oh, hell no. If we have a president that's not a dictator, there's only so much they can do. If they achieve 50% of what they set out to do, that's pretty damn good for a president, in my opinion. You can't expect them to do 100% of what they're going to say. They're not dictators. They can't do that.
Sure, but you're the one that brought numbers to the discussion. So do you know how many presidents in our lifetime have achieved 50% of their platform?
No, I don't have those stats in front of me, but I do know historically it's that they try about 75%. Now, how much they succeed, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Well, you know, I don't even know if a politician is capable of trying something at this point. That's my level of distrust. But okay, so you're comfortable prognosticating what Trump is going to do based on a historical fact that they try 75%. Okay.
Based on what he said he was going to do, and based on the fact that he's put cabinet members in place to do exactly what he said he's going to do. Yeah, that's not very hard to prognosticate, or what the fuck you said about that.
Dusty, bend over. We need to check your prognostate.
It's enlarged. I can assure you. It's engorged.
I had to turn off screen sharing because it was making us drop frames like crazy. Like, we need to change our internet here. Big time.
All right. Dusty, though, I mean, the point is that Trump is not going to accomplish everything in that platform, and he is to the left. No, but I'm saying is he is to the left of Bush on some issues. It's undeniable, in my opinion. So when I say
he might be, but overall he's not. Overall, he's definitely not.
I don't give a fuck about overall. I'm saying that if you're going to have a Republican, this is the best one you could have had of that fucking field. This is the best one. This is the one that pushes the party the most in a better direction. I'm not saying he's good. I'm not saying that he's like...
True, but I don't think that's true, but...
Wasn't he a Democrat for a while?
He was.
And I mean, he was against... He was against, you know, the wars, or at least the war in Iraq, right?
No, not really. That's what he claims if you ask Sean Hannity, but that's never been confirmed.
Yeah, I mean, on Howard Stern, he did say that he offered tepid support for the war. He was like, yeah, I guess. So, I mean, I think basically it was probably a situation where he hadn't really thought about it very much. And then he did kind of come out pretty quickly and say he was against it. So I would say maybe he wasn't opposed to it from the start. I just think he kind of sounded like he really didn't know much about it, honestly.
He's an idiot. Expect.
I will give you that
Dusty,
one.
I know you've probably done this in your videos, but can you define the alt-right for us?
Sure, it's mainly a bunch of dorks on the internet who love fucking Trump and hate PC culture and social justice warriors and obsess about them all day and sit around masturbating about it, making talking points and memes and sharing them and voting on them and spreading them around the internet. That's the bulk of it. In fact, if you actually listen to Milo, that's what Milo says they are. Milo says the only thing they really have in common, it's not about the issues for them. It's about the obsession with PC culture and social justice.
Did you see that we had Milo on the show?
I talked to you about it, that you said that when I met you in New Orleans, but no, I did not see the show.
Oh, okay.
Are you aware, like, or am I wrong? Do you want to correct me on this, that the alt-right is a white nationalist, anti-Zionist movement?
There is a section of the alt-right that is racist, but the majority of them, in my opinion, are not. I mean, I was in the group for a long time, and I talked to a lot of these guys, and the vast majority of them completely deny that they have anything to do with racism or the white national movement. Now, there is a separate group of alt-righters on Reddit. They have their own separate group, but it's totally fucking dead, and they're racist as fuck, but nobody really goes there. The main group is not racist at all.
When I first became aware of the alt-right, it was not associated with people memeing about Trump on Reddit. It was a white nationalist, anti-Zionist movement. So how did all of the people spreading memes and Pepes and shit about Trump on Reddit become lumped in with the alt-right?
Well, mainly probably the first time you heard about the alt-right was probably from Hillary or the Democrats, who were basically trying to demonize these people that were pushing against them, because the alt-right are fucking awesome at what they do. The fucking alt-right won the election for Donald Trump. They're the reason he's in the fucking... Well, they're not the only reason, obviously. The fact that Hillary was a shitty candidate, it's also a big part of it. But the alt-right was definitely a big part of it. So she was trying to demonize them the best way she could. So obviously the left always try to call everybody fucking racist and use the race card.
There are actual alt-right groups, though. Like, not just people on the internet like, I'm alt-right, There's actually groups of people who belong to groups that describe themselves as alt-right, and they are white nationalist groups. By and large.
There are sections of the alt-right that consider themselves white nationalists, but in my observation, the bulk of the people who self-identify as alt-right are not racist or white nationalists.
All right, so what do we do from here? What do we disagree on, Dusty? Can we fucking figure this out, please?
Yeah, we don't really disagree on anything. I think you guys misunderstood me.
What is this fucking SJW shit? And I think you misunderstood me, because you seem to think when I say I think Trump is moving the fucking party to the left, what I'm saying is that Trump is like a liberal in disguise. Like he's basically Bernie Sanders acting like Hitler to, fool the people. But once he's in there, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that, He's to the left of Bush. He's to the left of any conservative president I can remember in my fucking lifetime. I mean,
I respect your opinion on that, but I disagree. I don't think that's true. I think his platform shows that's not true, and his cabinet picks show that's not true.
So you think Bush is more to the left?
I don't understand what the refusal is.
You think Bush is more to the left than Trump?
Yeah, I don't think Bush would have gutted climate change like he did. And Bush obviously didn't.
What about the Clean Air Act or the Clear Skies Act or whatever? That was a fucking gutting of.
Like, he didn't do it the same way.
Don't you think he was?
Didn't he also hinder stem cell research too?
Yeah, he all kinds of shit. Bush was a horrible fucking president. Come on.
Yes, he was. Bush was a horrible fucking president. I'm saying Trump is even worse than that if you look at his platform. If you look at his
he hasn't even spent a day in office yet, Dusty. Come on.
I mean, Bush was like...
That's ridiculous.
Bush was part of the religious right, too. I mean, like...
And now we have Tea Party crazy Christians completely running our government. Okay, Trump has put almost nothing but exclusively crazy Christian Tea Partiers in his cabinet, and now we have both Congress and the House fucking run by Republicans. The whole place is run by crazy Christians now. It's way worse than it was under Bush.
That's exactly how it was under Bush. Do you remember the Bush years? That's what I'm confused about. You're describing how it's going to be worse, but you're making it sound like it's pretty much going to be the same.
I mean, it may be the same. It's going to be bad. I mean, that's the problem. You know, Bush tanked our economy. Bush almost fucking destroyed us.
It's going to be bad.
It's going to be more of the same shit that Bush did, but I do think it's going to be worse because if you look at his platform, he's doing things that Bush never even thought about doing, like lowering the corporate tax 25 to 15%. That's a 40% decrease. That means businesses are going to have to make
think he's going to get that? He's not going to get that big of a tax cut.
Republican Congress, and he has, I don't know what he's going to get. We'll see.
TJ, you asked earlier what our disagreement with Dusty is in this regard. I'm not going to speak for you, but I know what mine is, and it's a simple one.
Vocalize.
Fuck, dude. I just don't, Dusty. I don't understand why you're so comfortable making predictions about a dude who has consistently defied all predictions and all fucking all attempts at calling what he's going to do. Have been met with getting slapped in the fucking face with a big fucking wet fish. Why are you so comfortable before the man has served a day in office saying things like he's the most conservative president ever, saying things like he's more conservative than Bush? Like just now you said, well, Bush didn't gut the EPA. Well, he kind of did. Bush cut funding to the EPA. And as TJ pointed out, the Clean Air Act. I mean, so Bush has done these things. Trump has alluded to wanting to do these things. Don't you think you ought to take a little bit of a wait-and-see approach?
I'm talking about his platform. He has the most conservative platform in our lifetime. And I'm also looking at his cabinet picks that he's putting in place that are obviously put in place specifically to achieve these goals in his platform. Like the global warming denier he has as the head of the EPA, or the fact that he put the woman in charge of the Department of Education who's sole goal is to get $100 billion tax credit for religious schools, shit like that. I mean, we can judge what he's going to do by his picks and what he said he's going to do. It's not rocket science.
I mean, this is just typical Republican shit, though. They fucking do. They put people. If they don't like a department, if they don't like a fucking department of government, because remember their whole rhetoric is smaller government. Government spends too much. So when they fucking have a department that they don't want to even exist, what they do is they just put some person who hates that fucking department in charge of the department.
And none of us are Trump
Bush
supporters.
Did that too.
None of us voted for Trump.
Yeah, none of us are fucking. Yeah, none of us voted for fucking. I mean, I guess Ben voted, but I don't think anyone else even voted.
I never said you guys were Trump supporters. I didn't think you were.
Yeah.
I don't think we have very much disagreement, to be honest with you. I think it's mostly a misunderstanding. I think you got upset with me for calling you alt-right, and I am sorry about that. If that wasn't your intention, I apologize for that. And I already apologized to you about it on Twitter, and I thought we were past that, And the rest of the videos I did had nothing to do with you. I wasn't talking about any of you guys at all. In fact, if you watch the videos, I'm specifically talking about myself in the rest of the videos and what I did, my responsibility, because I was just as guilty as anybody, man. I was in Twitter hammering that Donald Trump alt-right shit every day for months. And that's what I've been talking about. I've been saying this for months and months and months. It wasn't my intention to point fingers at anybody. I said the same thing when I debated Bering. Bering asked me this too, and I said, it wasn't my intention to point fingers because they're pointing back at you. It's all about what I am going to do with my own channel, what I think my own responsibility is, and focusing on my own content.
I mean, your last video that we watched on the channel wasn't a mea culpa. It was the Drunken Peasants are using me as a wrestling heel, and everything that they do is kayfabe.
Yeah, because you guys made a video about me where you're basically being dishonest about my position, where you actually claim my position was exactly the opposite of what I said it was in the video you were watching. If you'd have just watched the video, I specifically said, I'm going to focus on myself. Everybody can make whatever videos they want to make. I don't have the moral authority to tell anybody what videos they can make. I was asked the question why I'm not jumping on the social justice warrior bandwagon and what I personally think is better for me to focus my content on. And that's the question I was answering. And, and so, yeah, I thought you guys, because like we were in New Orleans, you guys were so nice to me. We all got along so well. And then when I saw that video where you guys are misrepresenting me, I can't help but to think you're doing it for the show,
Well, I don't think we misrepresented you as badly as from the way I see it, Dusty. You basically put a disclaimer at the beginning of the video. TJ had a good analogy for this. What was it? TJ said, TJ said, you know what, guys? Don't blow up buildings because it's dangerous and destructive. Now watch me blow up this fucking building. You know what I mean?
I heard him say that. I thought that was a silly analogy when he said that. First of all, the disclaimer was at the end. I didn't say that to the end. It wasn't a disclaimer. I was just having a conversation about how I felt, and that's how I felt. It's not my moral authority to tell anybody what kind of videos to make.
Dusty, the whole point of
my own shit, and that's
right. The whole point of what I was saying though is that you made a video where you're clearly saying, why are people talking about this SJW stuff? They should be talking about my pet issue instead.
No.
And then
bullshit.
you said that's not. And then you said that's not what you did. No, I did actually watch the fucking video, and that's what I saw, Dusty.
Because in the video, Bering asked me a question. What I thought personally, for me, was more important to focus on than social justice warriors. And the entire video, I'm giving my response to what I personally thought. And then I specifically said, it's not my moral authority to tell anybody what kind of content they make. I'm only going to focus on myself, and you guys do whatever you want to make. I don't know how to make it any clearer than that. And the fact that you guys didn't even mention the fact that I said that
that's not the video you made. You put those fucking you fucking framed it in that so you'd have plausible deniability. But the actual substance of the video is don't focus on this. Focus on this. This is the superior topic to care about. That is the substance of the video. Anyone can go watch it and see that. Sorry,
please,
that's bullshit.
Everybody, please go. The video is called
go watch
What's Worse Than Social Justice
Go give Dusty some ad revenue.
And I never say anything about what anybody else has to make content about. I specifically say the exact opposite. And I've actually been saying this for months, too. I've been saying this I said the thing to Baron. I've said it every time anybody's asked me on social media. I've said it repeatedly. And for some reason, you guys just want to pretend like I'm not saying this. It's really strange, to be honest with you.
I mean, Dusty, can I, with regards to the wrestling stuff, the heel and kayfabe stuff, isn't that you? Aren't you Mr. Controversial, too hot for Facebook? Isn't that kind of like, haven't you said in the past on Twitter that that's how you make your nut? I mean, like it is, right? So you're Mr. Controversy.
Aren't we all controversial?
I'm sure in a way, but I'm not denying I'm not pointing the finger at you and saying Dusty's using us like a wrestling heel or something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we do kayfabe shit up on the show, but for the most part, we're just kind of reacting to stupid shit that we see while we're stoned. So there's not a lot of kayfabe involved in that, if you get my drift.
I thought it was both of us doing it to each other. I thought that was pretty obvious what I was saying in that video I made about you guys. We're both kind of drumming up the drama a little bit.
Are you a wrestling fan, Dusty?
I was, yeah. I've actually been on MTV. I was on MTV Reality Show. I went and interviewed Stone Cold Steve Austin. I met all the wrestlers and really cool guys. So yeah, I grew up watching it.
That's cool, man. A heel is usually in on the joke.
True. Yes.
So how do you figure you're the heel?
Because this show is not to be taken that seriously. It's just a show where you guys watch video and talk shit. I mean, I was like looking at before I came on, I was looking at your little chat thing, and all it is your fans talking shit about everybody, like little immature CultOfDusty, just bullshit. I mean, I'm into the joke. I know what the show's all about. It's just about making fun of people. I mean, the whole internet right now is addicted to outrage. Making fun of people and putting people down makes people feel good about themselves. And so people are just searching the internet to find somebody to hate, and you guys brilliantly give your audience people to hate, and they seem to want to hate me, and I'm totally fine with it. If your audience wants to hate me, I kind of like it. I think it's funny.
I agree with everything you said there. I mean, I don't agree with your analysis of you being the heel and us doing things for drama, but I agree with the purpose of what we fucking do. And I mean, yeah, we are channeling the internet's impotent rage at retards.
And you guys are wrestling fans too. I mean, don't you kind of hype it up, you know, a little bit?
Oh, sure.
Drama and shit.
But Dusty, I'm not hyping this because I think your fucking priorities are out of whack on this shit.
Go ahead. Why am I priorities?
I actually heard you in that when you were on Andy Warski's channel with Bearing. You know, you were talking about how the focus shouldn't be on SJW stuff, but then you also said you are still going to make SJW videos.
My point was, I think the focus is too heavy. And like, once again, let me say this once again. Everybody can make whatever content they want. I'm simply talking about what I personally think and what I'm going to focus my content on. And I think that social justice warrior shit has been done to fucking death, and other people have done it so much, there's no real reason for me to jump on that bandwagon and do it. Now, if I have something to say about the social justice warriors that I don't think anybody else is saying that I think is pertinent to the conversation, I'll definitely say it and make a video about it.
I mean, this is a total inversion of your position that you're saying. Like you were saying that you guys are focusing on these social justice warriors to the detriment of this, and this, and it's stupid and wrong, and you ought to stop. And now you're like, well, I'm not telling nobody what to make. Dusty, do you not see the backpedal going on here, man?
I made one video, and I took a lot of criticism for that video. And so I introspectively thought about what I was doing and thought about how it was coming off, and I realized I was wrong for that. So the very next day, I put out another video, and I corrected it. That's all you can do. All you can do is learn from your mistakes and correct your positions when you think you're wrong. And I've been doing that for months. I've been saying the same shit for months and months and months. Not trying to tell any fucking body what to do their videos about. I'm only focusing on myself. I'm sorry if it came across like that. I was inartful for saying that in that first video. My fucking bad. All I can do is live and learn from it.
Sure.
All right, so Dusty, if all you're talking about is yourself, why do you feel the need to make video? Like, what sense does it fucking make, Dusty, is kind of what I'm coming from. Why would you make just videos about, this is the kind of content I'm not going to make? I don't fucking go around making video. I don't go around sitting like, man, I would never make a video about, begonias. I'm going to make a video about how I'd never make a video about begonias. Like, what the fuck? I don't get it, Dusty. It just seems like passive-aggressively trying to do the same thing you were doing in that first video. That's the point I'm trying to make to you. It seems like you're saying one thing, but really your intent is another.
Well, if you watch that video, the video is not about the things I'm not going to do a video about. It was actually the things I am going to do a video about. And that's why I brought up, Trump and the whole global warming thing and the Betsy DeVos and how she's giving $100 billion to religious schools and the fact.
Why not?
All the things
why
I brought
not just
up,
make a video about climate change then?
That video was about climate change. There's a thing called cognitive ease. The more you tell people something, the more they hear it, the more they start to believe it. And sometimes you have to put like titles on things like, what's worse than social justice warriors, to get people to watch videos about global warming, because as you said yourself, you made videos about global warming and they're the least watched videos that you get.
Yeah.
It's because you have to kind of trick fucking people into watching that shit.
You don't trick people into watching something, and you don't, and that video, if you look at that actual you can, you just shouldn't. If you look at that actual fucking video, then that's not what it is. It's not a video about climate change. You don't offer any No, you don't offer any substantive data about climate. All you do is bitch about, why these people would focus on SJWs. Look at all this climate change, and look at how the Republicans taking over, and blah, 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 blah.
If you actually go watch that video, you can go frame by frame. I put up whole charts describing what Trump is planning on doing about climate change and why it's bad. Sure. You can actually go ahead and read through that. The whole thing is about what he's doing and why he's doing it, if you're actually paying attention.
Okay, fine. That's fine. That's not how I perceive the video. If that's how you perceive it, then okay.
I made the video, so I think I would know.
Real intent was apparently just lost in this one, I guess.
Yeah, like when you made the video telling your 1 million followers to vote for Trump because he was going to move the Republican Party to the left. I obviously misunderstood that. So
I also made a video called "Vote for Hillary," where I made a devil's advocate argument for Trump, and I made a devil's advocate argument for Hillary. I did both of them.
Weeks later, after you took so much shit for your Trump video, including my video, weeks later you finally did the Hillary video.
You think I give a shit about people giving me shit, Dusty? I get nonstop shit every day.
Yes.
No, I swim in shit, Dusty. I don't give a fuck. I swim in shit. I swim in shit. I am tempered in fucking shit, Dusty. I don't give a fuck if people give me shit. I got more shit for the Hillary Clinton fucking video. I still made it because I don't give a fuck.
In the Hillary Clinton video, you said, I don't want people to think that I supported Trump. I don't want to go down in history as people thinking that. So you clearly care what people think. You said it in the video.
Yeah, no, I just didn't want the record to be inaccurate because people were going around saying I was a Trump supporter, so I wanted to show what I was doing. I essentially did I cared. No, I cared about them fucking thinking something that was inaccurate. Not about an opinion. I don't give a fuck about an opinion. Everyone's got a fucking opinion.
Agreed. You care, that's the point. We both care about what people think about us, regardless. Like, we may not care a lot because we've taken so much shit. We don't care a lot, but we care a little bit. I mean, we're human beings.
No. I don't mean to change the subject, but I'll be honest with you, Dusty, all the political stuff, I mean, that's just the type of shit. I got no problem with you. I want to make that clear. There were some people that thought that, like, you know, there was some beef beyond disagreement.
You hate my guts. I know you do.
Right.
Man.
No, like, I want to make it clear in public that for my part, I don't really have a beef with you. There's one thing that you've done, though, and it has nothing to do with politics, that I take umbrage with, and this is just a personal thing.
All right.
You called me a liar, and you called my friends liars.
I was doing a WWF wrestling promo. I thought that was pretty obvious. I thought it made it clear. I even specifically said all the shit talk is fake as part of the show. I thought it was pretty clear that's what I was doing.
That seems a little disingenuous.
It doesn't, because I specifically said
Dusty,
it in the video. I said
you ever notice how a lot of hey Dusty, you ever notice that a lot of shit that you think is really clear isn't, and everyone else is kind of like, no, that's not as clear as you think it is. Maybe you need to work on your fucking communication skills, Dusty.
Maybe people need to get their video comprehension down a little bit better, because I specifically said it in the fucking video.
Fucking problem.
I mean, I don't know how to be any more clear. I even told like a joke about you at the end, and it was clear that joke that I told about you was just me doing a wrestling shoot.
I watched Memento. I was able to follow that. I think I can follow a fucking Dusty Smith video.
Well, doesn't seem like it.
I was wondering, Dusty, do you think...
Agree to disagree.
Do you think Steve Shives gets a bad rap? Because I think I saw you tweet that once, and I was just wondering...
I don't really know that much about Steve Shives, to be honest with you. But I do think people... Yeah, I was about to explain that. I did. I tweeted that I think he does people treat that guy like he raped somebody. It's really strange. Like, they treat him worse than they treat, like, Muslims that blow people up. Like, this guy is like a pariah. And I just kind of feel bad for him, because he's just a human being like the rest of us. And I may disagree with him about a lot, but, you know, I'm sure that overall we probably have more in common than not. And I just kind of feel bad for the guy, to be honest with you.
People tend to not like someone who smugly condemns them and then doesn't even let them say anything and blocks everybody and tries to take people's videos off the internet and
I totally get that.
But
at the same time, like,
bullshit.
You don't know this about me, but I'm a really sensitive guy, and I just feel bad for these people. You know? I feel bad the way people treat him.
He did admit to trying to take our channels down.
Okay. Well, like, I didn't know that. Like I said, I don't know a lot about him, but I just know how people talk about him, and I feel bad for the dude.
Wow, you like when you see a guy who's kind of a pariah amongst a community, you don't go look into what he's about before you support him.
I didn't support him. I said I feel bad for him.
Okay,
that wasn't what the tweet did. The tweet said he was getting too much shit.
Yeah, I do think he's getting too much shit, to be honest with you. But maybe he deserves it. I don't know.
He lives in an insular bubble. He doesn't get any shit. He fucking makes sure that no one can give him shit because he plugs his ears, goes la la la, which is his choice. But he's not getting too much shit.
He actually unblocked me on Twitter. I think I'm the only person in history that's ever been unblocked by Steve Shives. So, and then I didn't really talk to him or anything, but somebody basically asked him if he blocks people, and he admitted that he uses some kind of block bot, which is obviously pussy as shit. But I don't know. I just feel bad for the guy. He just seems sad to be. You know, I can't help it. I'm gonna have a big heart for people like that.
He does seem sad, but it's all because of that blood-sucking leech that's attached to herself to him. I think everyone knows that.
I don't know much about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, all right. Then I guess there's nothing to talk about there. You just the Steve Shot, Dusty Smith seal of approval. I don't know nothing about the guy. You know,
Dusty
don't really know him.
That's me. Big old social justice warrior cuck.
I don't think you're a social justice warrior. I'm not gonna fucking try to pigeonhole you into some label. I just don't understand. I really don't. There's a number of fucking subjects that I just don't understand your position on. I really don't see where you're coming from.
Right here.
I know, and I feel like I have asked you, and your answers have only made me feel more perplexed.
Okay. I thought I've been very clear on my answers, but if you want me to be more specific, I can.
I don't even know what I want to ask at this point.
You don't even know what to ask me. Okay, well that's not very helpful. Where's Scotty?
Scotty's dead.
Oh shit! Fuck. Was he that scared to come on the show with me?
Yeah. It was more of just like, I have to talk to Dusty. All right, well I'm gonna commit seppuku.
Shit my pants.
He fucking he cut his guts out.
Now I heard like
those traditional Japanese blades. Yeah.
But like he was really nice to me when I was in New Orleans, so I just assumed it was all part of the show because he seemed like a
Dusty,
really cool guy.
Scotty. I don't know if you got Scotty's invitation, but he is in Louisiana right now, actually. And he says that if you want to go meet him, you're free to say the things you said to his face.
Yeah, he does have
see
an answer.
What happens.
What he's saying is he does have an answer for you as to which grocery store he would be bagging at if TJ died.
And what does that mean? Does that mean he's going to assault me? Does that mean he's going to physically assault me?
I have no idea what it means. He just said that he has an answer for you, but he'll only give it to you in person.
Okay. Well, I think me and him should settle this like we settled on the streets. You know, I grew up in a black neighborhood, and I'm used to doing it that way. So I'm challenging Scotty right now to a dance competition. Let's have a dance off. You know, I'll go to Louisiana, and you and I can probably find some kind of club or something that'll let us do this, and we can film it.
You will definitely prevail in that one, Dusty.
Yeah.
I think I've never seen a more arrhythmic person than Scotty.
I don't know. Let's take it to the streets. That's all I got to say.
Will you break out the worm? Is that how you try to...
yeah, that's my big move, the fucking worm.
Dude, we should Ben. We need to remake.
I like the worm. I don't.
We need to remake that fucking skinny puppy video with me, you, and TJ, Dusty, Steve Shives, or no, me. Well, I'll step out because I can't fucking dance. Well, no, one of us can step. Anyway, all four of us against Dusty Smith, Steve Shives, and two people of his choice, and well, hit me in the streets, man.
How about I just kill myself instead?
Yeah, that sounds way better.
Dude, it'd be fun. Dude. That's ratings gold.
Cult of cringe.
Yeah.
Everyone's cringing in the chat. Apparently something really cringy just happened. I don't know what it was. I guess maybe it's me.
It's probably my joke. Yeah, I think
your
my
fans
joke
cringe a lot. I noticed.
Yeah,
I'm wondering,
they're very easy to cringe.
I know. Yeah. Maybe they have epilepsy. Maybe it's not cringing. Maybe you're having a seizure. You know, you're cringing that fucking much.
Yeah, dude. I mean, people's cringe tolerance has gone lower. Either that, or they just like the word now. Like, ooh, that's a fun word, cringe.
Yeah. Like that. And
let's all say cringe now, guys. Cringe is the new word. Cuck, cringe, cuck.
Agreed. It's a bit much.
It is. Song.
Yeah. We have a few in the bag.
Cringe. Yep.
Yeah. So I don't even know where to go with this. Do you want to watch some videos? Didn't Dusty have a video he wanted us to watch?
Oh, yeah.
We don't have to watch that video. Let's not watch that video. I don't care about it.
You said you wanted us to watch it.
Yeah, but that was like a week. Like, see, we should have had this conversation like 2 months ago, back when this shit mattered. None of this shit matters anymore because Trump's president now. Like, when I said all this shit, it was like I was trying to keep Trump from being president. That was the whole point. And now, like, it doesn't even fucking matter anymore.
Kneel before Trump.
He supported Trump for a while anyway.
Yeah, you did. That's right. I forgot about that.
I was a big Trump supporter. Look, yes, man. I was pissed at fucking Hillary. They did my Bernie wrong.
All right. So let's play a video.
Okay.
Now, we're not going to be able to see the video
I'm gonna have to try. I'll try to share screens, but if it starts lagging, then I'll have to stop it. I don't know what's going on with the internet here.
It's dog shit. It's dog shit. Better call our ISP.
You should have some good internet in Seattle.
I know. Our internet is not even performing to the level we're paying for, so we definitely need to get them out here.
Yeah, call us motherfuckers.
Yeah. Pieces of shit.
Hopefully this works.
All right, so hopefully this will be effective. If not, maybe you guys can turn. Maybe we can make them turn video off or something. If not, because that might help.
That will help.
You don't have to do it.
Is an issue.
You don't have to do it right now, but if it starts to be a problem, we might ask you guys to turn off your cams.
All right, fair enough.
I guess Paul already did it. That's fine. Whatever. No one gives a shit.
I'm back on.
All right, whatever. No one cares, Paul. No one
Fuck
gives
you,
a flying
TJ.
fuck.
Fuck you, TJ. Your hat is warm, bitch.
Let's see if me and Dusty can fucking heal this divide by making fun of
Let's talk
other
about
people.
Some social justice warriors. That's what I want to do.
I mean, we're probably going to talk about some Trump shit first, so
Awesome.
we'll see.
It's right up my alley.
What is are we dropping frames?
No,
Okay.
we're good.
Cool.
All right, so yeah, I guess we'll go right into it. All right. Puking dog. You know what? Instead of Bernie, we all should have voted for puking dog. Some people did vote for puking dog.
Yep. We caused some puking dog votes.
Yeah, it was even on the news. They talked about it on the BBC. Even.
We got on the BBC, dude. We're the greatest.
Puking dog.
We got the BBC to talk about a fucking puking dog.
I don't know what that is. What is a puking dog?
It's literally a dog puking. It was right there in our little intro.
Yeah.
That is self-evident then. Okay.
Yeah.
It was a dog humping another dog while puking. And then the female dog eventually runs away, and the male dog starts eating his own puke, then realizes that it wants to follow the female dog and runs off camera.
Still a better president than
moment.
Trump.
Beautiful moment in nature. I would love to hear David Attenborough narrate that little exchange between those two dogs.
Oh, that would be golden. That would be fucking golden.
You know, you said the alt-right helped elect Trump. Here's a news story about how Duck Dynasty helped elect Trump.
Hello, I'm Todd Starnes. It turns out the 2016 presidential election had less to do with Madison Avenue in New York City and more to do with the bayous of Louisiana. The New York Times reports that President-elect Trump was incredibly popular in places where people watch the hit TV show Duck Dynasty. Hillary Clinton on the...
That is not surprising to me to the slightest fucking degree. Because my fucking stepdad is the stereotypical Trump voter, and he's the stereotypical Duck Dynasty fan as well.
83% of evangelicals voted for Trump, so, you know, not surprised at all.
On the other hand, did well among viewers of Modern Family and The Daily Show. The Times gathered their data from Facebook's likes of television programs demonstrating what they call the...
Does the Daily Show still even have viewers? I don't know. Porkins? What?
Hi, I'm Todd Stearns, and I've got a dozen toddlers buried in my basement. Who is this fucking guy?
What happened to Dusty?
Dusty died.
I don't know. Dusty died.
Dust to dust.
Hold on, we gotta get him back.
Ashes to ashes and dust to dust.
Fuck, dude.
He pwned us so hard that his internet connection cut out. It couldn't handle the pwnage flow.
Why can't I get it?
I don't know. Let's see.
Let's try to... Where the fuck is he?
Redo the call?
No, let me just try to get him back. The fuck?
Maybe Todd Stearns killed Dusty and buried him in his basement with the toddlers.
Not sure what happened there, but calling him back.
You dropped me.
Oh, sorry about that.
Like a bad habit. I don't know what happened, actually.
No problem.
Are we screen sharing with you still?
No.
Yep.
I'm gonna fix it too. I'm gonna do something really quick.
Cool. Sorry, everybody. Technical difficulties. Dun 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 dun.
You guys see I'm wearing TJ shirt?
Can't see you yet, but we'll see you in just a second here.
There we go.
Well, we know you came up with the idea for atheist T-shirts.
Yeah.
I did. I invented T-shirts. I was the first one to ever do T-shirts. Then you motherfuckers came along, got and stole my fucking idea. Couldn't believe it when you did it.
We're pretty brazen, dude. It's pretty crazy.
That's all right. I don't blame you. I would have done the same shit, to be honest with you.
I'm Todd Starnes. I like this guy. He's
I own
like
a
fucking
panel
cartoon
band.
character.
Love his glasses.
There should be tape on the bridge of my glasses. I'm Todd Starn.
For lunch money.
It's Todd Starnes, dude.
I'm gonna fix
I'm
that
Todd
in a second
Starnes.
here.
I cried the day that pocket protectors went out of style.
Pocket protectors. Damn.
I'm gonna play the video, and I gotta run over there and fix something.
Okay.
But yeah.
Cultural divide in America. They determined the correlation between fandom and the percentage of people who voted for Mr. Trump was higher for Duck Dynasty than any other show on television.
I mean, like, why would you publicize that? Why would you put that out there? That's something to be hidden from, like, embarrassed by.
They're proud.
Duck Dynasty, man. Fucking Duck goddamn Dynasty. I tell you what. Like, what? Duck Dynasty?
They still are my highest rated video of all time. Over like 1.5 million views. Calling them
Didn't
fake
you reveal
motherfuckers
them as a bunch of fucking phonies?
They are a
remember
bunch of
that
phonies,
shit.
yeah. They're all a bunch of fucking rich yuppies, golf-playing yuppies who are just faking for the show. Rich kids.
Hiding
They're
behind a
daddy's real
beard.
rich.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Playing that part.
It's like, ooh, yeah, we could be rednecks. We sell fucking duck bullshit. We made a duck call. Now we're rednecks. Watch
Christians
our
will love
show,
this.
America.
I remember
Let's
when I
go rustle
saw
us up
that.
some gators.
I remember when I saw that Cult of Dusty video, and I looked at those dudes standing around in their fucking khaki shorts and pink, like light pink fucking polo shirts and shit, and I was like, wow, these are they're just like the kind of rich like hicks from where I'm from.
They're like
Farmer
Larry the
types
Cable.
that have never, they don't plow their own fields anymore. They just kind of travel around in their fucking Escalades and shit. Yeah.
They're like Larry the Cable, Larry the Cable guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
That dude, he's not really a redneck.
Yeah.
They're
They're
yuppies.
fake redneck.
Yeah.
They make fun of
Limousine
yuppies on the
hillbillies.
show.
At least it's at least it's kind of known he's portraying a character. These people are trying to act authentic.
True. Reality shows are fake as fuck, and
Yeah.
most people know that.
Yeah, but the
Come
people
on,
that
the
watch them
demographic
don't
for
know
Duck
that.
Dynasty doesn't know that, dude.
Afterwards, Mr. Trump owes Phil Robertson, Miss Kay, and Uncle Si at the very least a gold-plated duck blind. But it's clear the Times is not a big fan of the Duck Commander. They label the show as the most geographically divisive
see his
in their
wife?
study. Going on.
Looking all print. Look at this. Look at these dudes. Come on. Come on. See, the wives don't have to. The wives don't have to kayfabe it up. Guys that look like this in real life don't have wives that look like that.
Unless you're rich.
Paul would know.
Well,
On to describe the family as men with long beards and Christian values and over-the-top lives.
Christian
Well, they failed to
values.
mention the Robertsons are college-educated and run a highly successful multi-million-dollar business. But
Yeah.
those facts don't fit their stereotype of the typical Donald Trump supporter.
Who cares?
All of their wives are hot blonde babes.
That's true.
He is. Except for the one guy, he has a hot brunette babe.
As conservative columnist Caleb Park wrote, the mainstream media overlooked the Duck Dynasty guys of the world. You know, the New York Times and all those big city journalists, they seem to think all of us
This
from
guy
the
is
South are
so
a bunch of
fucking lame.
gun-toting...
Yeah, dude.
He's the worst thing ever. I've never seen somebody worse than Tucker Carlson, dude. Look at this fucking
That's
guy.
fucking memeable right there.
Fox News, please.
Fighting words.
Replace this guy with a big-titted blonde babe immediately. What is he? What are you
Info
doing?
They have
Putting
no
this man in
shortage
front
of
a
those.
camera?
Don't
Hey
Oh,
guys,
fuck,
that
here's
hair
the
color
none.
he's got too. That hair color he's got, totally fucking natural. By the way, he's still just a nice fucking redhead,
Yep.
just like that, man.
Yep. The day he was born.
Look at him.
What a fucking weirdo! Look at this weirdo. He's cockeyed too. Look at his eyes.
All right.
Guys, you're making me feel bad for him now. Poor dude.
Oh, whatever.
I'm sure he's a
millionaire.
nice guy in real life. I'm sure he's
Trip
a
him in the hall. Whatever, he's not.
Yeah, I'd flick boogers at him in class.
You guys are so mean.
Oh, you know what? We're about to not cover this next person for a while, so we're getting it out of our system because at the beginning of next year, for several months minimum, we will not be covering the Manatee. So
he's a recent friend of yours, Dusty. By the way, he made a video that was very, very conciliatory towards you. And he likes you because you're against
it.
Yeah, he likes you. He did a whole review of your.
Who's against us?
Awesome. I'm glad I've made a fan.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't know anything about him except for you guys don't like him. I've never seen a video of his. I've never had a conversation with him. I don't know a damn thing about him. But
individual situation. Check out the beautiful asshole.
The individual Brett Keane segment situation.
I hate to interrupt, but have you guys noticed I look like if Brett Keane and Steve Shives had a baby? It's just like that. Exactly what I fucking look like. But go ahead.
I'm not going to correct you on that. I mean, like...
What the fuck?
It's true.
All right.
This is a video of Brett poning the shit out of Paul's girlfriend.
She was so nice.
Oh shit!
I loved her. She was really sweet.
Now she's gotten
By the way,
pwned.
I'd like to point out that Brett made and uploaded this video on Christmas fucking Eve. This is what the Manatee was doing on Christmas Eve.
Or nothing. He was dissing your girlfriend.
Yeah.
How Christian of him.
I know.
You know what? You should do a parody of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" as Brett Keane. You know?
It was the night before Christmas. It was an individual situation around the tree.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane from God TV Radio. Make sure you check out my website,
Look how evil Paul looks there, dude.
I know, dude.
You see the 3 pictures?
He's always giving us shit because we smoke weed, but we're in a place where it's perfectly legal.
Not to mention he definitely smokes weed.
Yeah, what a lying sack of shit. Look at him laying in bed. This motherfucker lays in bed and makes videos. Look at his dirty socks in the background and shit. I mean, seriously.
The wife. Beautiful woman. Fantastic. My children are wonderful as well.
Are they?
Let's take a listen to Paul, and then we're going to do a little bit of a contrast.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of put him to the test or something. There you go, sucking on a bong.
Oh shit, he smokes.
Isn't that
What a
wonderful?
fucking monster.
Devil's weed.
Vapor here.
So the man, well, I'll wait. I'll wait.
I got a vapor. You're sucking on a
He's so
bong,
stupid,
Paul,
like...
now.
He's so inept at making videos. He doesn't know how to like queue up a timestamp on a video, so he doesn't have to fucking go hunting for shit. So it just takes him 20 minutes to find the part that he wants to berate me about.
That's awful.
He hasn't lost his mind. He's just dumb. But we're gonna take care of business with Brett, one way or the other. We're gonna take care of business with Brett.
I want to do an laugh too.
Yeah, we're gonna make a shirt. Like
He
I
called
want
you a pussy. He was like,
Yeah, dude,
Did
the
you hear
Manatee's
that?
real mad.
hold on, I'll play that again.
Call me a pussy?
Yeah, hold on. Hold on.
with Brett,
My
one way or
viper.
the other. We're gonna take care of business with Brett.
You ain't gonna do shit, pussy.
We're gonna make a shirt. Like I wanted to, like my first thought was
You ain't gonna do shit, pussy. He's
Sold me,
laying
dude.
in bed.
You ain't gonna do shit, pussy. What?
Put my fucking face on a t-shirt and sell it, Brett, and tell me I'm not gonna do shit.
Yeah. That's what
go
happened.
the high road, right, and send a cease and desist letter and inform Teespring of his fraudulent campaign.
See, like Dusty, we had someone draw a cartoon of a manatee that somewhat resembled Brett.
Yes, I've seen it.
We've never took a photo of Brett's face and put it on a T-shirt or anything like
Right.
that.
So
Yeah, but it's supposed to be him though. Everybody knows that. I mean, so
No,
but
it's
it's
the
a
manatee,
drawing.
yeah.
It's a drawing, and
manatee.
it's not even like a realistic likeness of him. It's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
I mean, I agree.
I don't-
I don't think he has any rights to say you guys can't sell him or anything. But I mean, it's clear it's supposed to be him.
But what
Oh,
he
whatever.
see, but we discussed we discussed putting, would we ever put a picture of Brett on a shirt? And we said, no, that'd be going too far. Because it's like a photo of his face, and we would just be selling it like that. But what he did exactly that. He put Paul's face on a shirt, just like a photo of his face.
And it said Paul's ego over it. Like he was trying to act like it was like official Paul's ego merchandise or something.
That is quite different, I agree.
I thought it was berating him or something.
It did. It said Paul's ego on top, but then it said Cringe Master underneath.
Yeah.
But that still seems like it's Paul's ego merch.
You know
to
what?
me.
You know what, Paul? You know what you need to do to not be the cringe master anymore? You need to lay in bed in your pajamas and let your dirty socks be in the camera frame in the background.
Yeah, Paul, what are you sitting up for? Get on the fucking floor, dude.
Yeah.
Lay down on the floor on your belly.
If you guys want me to, I will fucking... It'll take me 1 minute. I'll call back from my belly.
Do it,
All right,
Paul. Get
right
your
back.
fucking ass on the damn floor, bitch. Good job.
So are you guys going to let him sell these T-shirts, or are you going to file a lawsuit?
Look. In fairness, he pulled out of that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And he's bringing this up just now. This happened weeks ago.
Yeah, this is resolved. I
All
don't even
this
know
bullshit. But then somebody on Twitter said, something, and it
because
got
he's
me to
bringing up
thinking.
something
So
Paul
I'm gonna
said
talk
about
to TJ
Dorn in
tomorrow.
this.
I didn't watch his video, no, but I'll watch it later. I'm not too concerned with it because Brett tweeted me tonight, and it's a Teespring campaign, and I clicked on it, and it's a picture of my face, an actual picture of me from one of my videos, and above it says, like, Manatee, I'm going to fucking sue you if this is still up in 24 hours. I'm going to have Dorn on it. I don't know. I'm going to talk to the guys about selling a fucking shirt with a picture of Dorn on it. I don't know. I haven't decided on the caption yet. We might go with, like, Beat Me Please or Dorn Hub. But it's definitely going to be a picture of his fucking wife from one of his videos. And we're going to put that fat bitch's ugly fucking face on a shirt, and we're going to sell it. And when I get the money from the Dorn shirt, I'm going to spend it on something real nice. And then I'm going to make a video on my channel, and I'm going to show Brett what I bought with his fucking wife's ugly fat fucking face. So we're going to do it that way instead. Unless Brett wants to take the shirt down. But if it's still up at this time tomorrow and the guys are amenable to it, then that'll go up. And we'll let you guys know about it on the show. If the guys don't want to run it...
Doesn't he look like he should be writing in his diary, like, Dear Diary?
I've always said that. It's like a teenage girl who comes home, collapses into her bed, and starts fucking writing away in her journal.
Johnny smiled at me today.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder if he's going to ask me to the prom. I really hope so.
I know this is going to make me a pussy, but that was really mean what you said about his wife. Do you know her? I mean, it was. I don't like making fun of people's weight, calling them fat and ugly and shit. That's mean, in my opinion. That's just me, though. I'm sensitive like that.
Well, Paul's not here right now. He's setting this other shit up, but he can answer for himself.
I would say personally, I don't do that. Paul can defend his statement. I don't talk smack. I will say that Brett does put the members of his family out there, pretty much hoping that people will say stuff about them, so that he can use that as leverage against people.
All right, well, that's stupid if he does that, but I don't know. I have a big heart, and I feel really bad for people, and if she watches that and had her feelings hurt, that just makes me feel bad, but that's just me.
But Dusty, I've seen you say some of the most, like, insensitive shit on Facebook and stuff. I mean...
Me? What have I ever said about anybody? Okay, maybe I'm a hypocrite. I don't know.
All right, I can roll with that. Yeah, I don't know what fucking is taking Paul so long to lie down on the fucking ground. What the fuck is that?
Okay, this isn't even worth it anymore, Paul. Okay,
yeah, you took too long, Paul. What are you
there
doing?
You go. So, Paul, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Paul, Dusty takes issue with what you said to Dorn.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why?
You sound like shit.
Whoa, Paul, you sound terrible, dude.
I sound terrible?
Okay, go on. Sorry, Dusty.
Whatever.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Dusty.
I was just going to say, because you called her fat and ugly, and that just makes me feel bad for her, because I don't know her, and she might be a lovely person. Hello?
Are you serious?
Useless Paul, dude.
What? It wasn't worth it to have him get on the fucking floor. It's just not worth it. It was a joke.
I thought it'd be funny.
This gag has gone all wrong.
Instead, it's just a fucking train wreck. Whatever. Paul ruined the show by listening to my stupid fucking suggestion.
Really loud.
There he is.
Okay, there you go. You're better. You sound better on my end.
Now go ahead.
Yeah, I'm back where I'm supposed to be. So go ahead, Dusty.
Oh, I was just saying that I feel bad for his wife because you called her fat and ugly, and she might be a lovely person in real life, and I just kind of have a big heart for people like that.
Okay, well, yeah, that's fine. Dorn's not a lovely person, so.
Have you met her? I mean, have you talked to her? Or she talked to you? Or?
Yeah, I've talked to her on several occasions, and
I've
dealt with her
real
by
name.
proxy through Brett for about 10 years. She's basically the same as he is, and whatever.
Well, if you know her, then maybe she's a fat bitch.
Whatever. I mean, I'm fucking fat too, so I guess maybe pointing the finger in that way was wrong. But
I don't know very much about her, so I usually don't talk about her.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, Paul was pretty pissed. I mean, like, Paul fucking, a few minutes later in the broadcast was like, you know what, Dawn didn't actually do anything to me. I'll put the Manatee's face on the shirt, you know? So it was like, he rethought it, and he fucking backed down from that because he realized it was too far. And
then I'll just make a campaign for myself. I'll open my spring, and I'll let you guys know about it on the show and on my Twitter. And yeah, I'm gonna make some money on that dumpy fucking bitch.
Damn.
Put my face on another shirt, Brett. I'll find a nice picture of your boy and I'll put it on there, and I'll put Waterhead above his fucking head, and I'll sell that one too. In fact, fuck it, I'll do your whole family. I'll make a Justin Keane shirt. I'll make a fucking Brett shirt. Try me, Manatee. I'll make bank on your fucking fat ass.
The whole point of this rant on Periscope, well, number one, I'm not gonna lie, I was pissed off that the Manatee had sold a shirt with my fucking face on it. But it was to illustrate to him the ridiculousness of what he was doing. Like he's always claiming how we're attacking his family and shit. And he puts my fucking face on a shirt, and I was just showing him, like, this is what I could do in response to this. Put your fucking wife on a shirt. Put your gums on a shirt and put gum jorb underneath it. But yeah, dude, he pulls this like 2 minute. He pulls this 2 minute clip of what was probably a 15 or 20 minute rant, where by the end of it, I'm saying, you know what? Go ahead and at the end of it, I tell him, go ahead and put the shirt back up, Brett. Put my face back on a T-shirt and sell it, and I'm gonna put your fucking gums on a T-shirt, and we'll see who sells more. I think that's more than fair.
I mean, that sounds fair to me. I think you should put it back up, and you should.
And
do
I
that.
also told him. I also told him that if he chose to put my girlfriend's face on a shirt, I'd put his fucking wife's face on a shirt. I mean, quid pro quo, man.
He shouldn't do that. That's bullshit.
Like I always do, dipshit.
Well, isn't that interesting? An atheist actually endorsed this fucking piece of trash. Let's take a look at something. You were saying? I'm not going to say a word, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even have to say a word about what we're looking at right now. I'm going to leave it up to your fucking imagination.
Can I say a word about what we're looking at right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're looking at a picture of my girlfriend Ashley from a live shot. I guess he scrolled 4 minutes and 16 seconds into her video, so I guess this was the shot where she looked really ugly to him.
That's what people do to me too. I totally know how that is.
That's my girlfriend Ashley, live and recently within a couple of months. And the pictures on the right are pictures of Dorn from various eras, all with weird fucking color filters and shit over them.
I met your girlfriend. She was very lovely and very cute.
Thank you.
Here is the ugliest possible picture I could find of your girlfriend versus as best as I could make my wife look with all my might.
You know what? The one in the middle, she's
totally fair.
The one in the middle, she's blue, just like Brett when he was in his blue phase.
Yeah.
We should sell the Gorm Jorb shirt. Let Brett sell the fucking Paul shirt. Who gives a shit?
That's what I told him.
We should have one of Brett giving Palm Jam a gum job, and it should say "Porm Jorm Gorm Jorb" on it.
Yes. Yes.
Everyone, artists, get to work.
Porm
Get to
Jorm
work on
Gorm
that.
Jorb.
I don't know if we can do that one on Teespring, but we can put it somewhere.
Oh my God.
Let's take a look at something down here.
Okay.
Did Paul ever give you a beard jorb? Holy shit. You do look like a 12-year-old. Hey, she's now 13.
Brett still doesn't get the
Seeing
joke.
those people.
Are you reading the fucking YouTube comment? What are you
You
fucking
see,
doing?
Paul's all
Reading the
upset
comments on
because
the
I
video.
said the girl looks young.
What?
What, Paul?
Oh no! Oh, sorry, nothing. I didn't know. I don't even remember what I said.
And even
I mean, it's
the
so
VP
obvious.
fans
He's
agree.
just really butthurt that you talked about his wife, and he's just trying to slam you back because you hurt his feelings. I mean,
Even
it's obvious
before
he's really
this-
hurt.
Even before this, he was suggesting that Paul's girlfriend may be underage. And actually, ironically enough, one time Brett was having a hangout, and one of the people in his hangout suggested that your girlfriend, Dusty, is underage.
Totally, she's 15. Finally,
they love to do this shit. Like Brett loves to do this shit.
I mean, in his
Yeah.
defense, my girlfriend does look underage, so I totally get that.
I mean, he's called TJ a pedo before. I mean, like there was a guy named Happy Cabby that he had called a pedo. That's like his go-to smear.
It's one of them, scammer too.
Yeah,
That's definitely not cool.
I mean, like calling someone a pedo is like that's like pedos in prison are hated by murderers and shit. You know what I mean? That's like the lowest of the low. So that's why he tries to like label people that way.
Well, he does that he does that as like a reputation damage thing, and then he does their scammers as like a money damage thing,
Right.
Like trying to convince people not to support us on Patreon and stuff like that.
Yep.
That's dickish of him, for sure.
That's our manatee.
That's what he does, though. I mean, this is just his modus operandi. Like Dusty, earlier you were like, man, it's obvious that he's hurt, so he's lashing out. Anything hurts him, Dusty. Like
I know. I feel bad for him, though. I'm just so sad for him.
I've tried. Me and Paul have sat down and been like, look, let's be nice to the Manatee and try to encourage his good behavior because he's in a nice phase. Let's just try to encourage him. Let's just
How did it
try.
go?
All this shit came out that he was actually just trying to plot our demise
The entire time.
Yeah,
that we're trying to help him. We're trying to help him. We even did
That's what I'm
interviews for
doing.
his channel where we sat down and like, look, let's fucking give him some actual views. It seems like he's trying to take his channel in a new direction. Let's do that.
Let me see if you still feel bad for him after this, Dusty. Just recently, this is a very recent Manatee thing. He's done worse than this in the past, or at least on par with this, but this is recent. You know, have you heard of Joseph Martelli on YouTube in your circles? All right,
No.
He's a guy that's very clearly mentally ill, and has made threats on Instagram and other places with guns. He showed up to one of our meetups after making some thinly veiled threats about guns. He actually took a bus from where he lives in New York all the way to Ohio just to show up at one of our meetups. And he got some of the guys on the show here's personal information from Brett Keane. And recently, he gave my new address in Washington to Joseph Martelli, where my family will live, where my girlfriend and my dog will be. And then made it public. So now where I live, at least the building that I'm going to be living in, is pretty much public knowledge. All thanks to the big blue-shirted, beluga, fucking ugly-looking manatee piece of fucking toothless shit on the fucking screen there. You still feel bad for him, Dust?
I feel less bad for him, but still a little bit. He's kind of up at I don't know. Yes, I do feel bad for him. I'm sorry to say, but that is a dickish thing for him to do, and I don't like. I understand.
That's
why
not a
you're pissed at
dickish
him and all
thing to
that.
do. That's a potentially criminally dangerous thing for him to do.
Yeah.
I have a feeling if it was your fucking home address and this guy was fucking sniffing around your butthole, you wouldn't be feeling bad for the guy that passed that info along to him.
I mean, he can go to my house if he wants to. I just film him. I think it's funny, but you're probably right. If he attacked me that way, I probably wouldn't feel nearly as bad for him. I'm sure it's because he didn't attack me that way that I feel that way.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane from God TV Radio. Make sure you check out my website, God TV.
All right.
It looks like he's about to blow his brains out.
Yeah.
Dude, is his finger on the trigger? No.
Paul, what?
Paul is getting something, I guess.
That's Paul.
I got my 9 out just in case. I don't know if you guys can see me, but I'm strapped too, so let's do this.
Paul, any comments on?
Justin, you know your brother. Why would you ever give this man a firearm? Why would you ever? He claims that Justin Keane bought him this pistol.
TVradio.com. Yeah, my brother recently purchased me a handgun, and one of the reasons why is because I've been having people actually showing up at my house really late at night with some pretty disturbing issues. Yeah. So.
Oh, I see.
You know, so much like a fat version of me. It's crazy.
I see. Because we're accusing you of doxing us, your immediate response is, people are coming to my house. That's why I got this gun, see? It's like, oh my God.
You know what?
You're so fucking transparent.
This is why I'm glad,
I'm glad we're not covering you after the first for a while.
Yeah, me too. You know my position on guns, but for me, when a dipshit like Brett feels the need to pull his fucking gun out and wave it around in a video, it's one of the, I hate to use the word, most cringy fucking things I see on the internet. A fucking fake hard ass waving around a fucking pistol. The dude clearly doesn't even know how to handle his pistol. He had his fucking finger through the trigger guard. He's gonna blow somebody's fucking head off accidentally.
Maybe it'll be his own.
Before I never wanted to own a gun, but can't very well allow my family to be put in some kind of issues, so I purchased a gun. Well, I didn't purchase a gun. My brother got.
Yeah, see, I was always talking about, oh, my family.
Yeah, he doesn't want his family. I don't want my family to be faced with any issues. Behind the scenes, here's Paul's ego's address, crazy weirdo.
Here's his girlfriend.
Yeah, here's where his girlfriend is gonna sleep and walk his dog.
It is what it is. So yeah, all right. Today we're gonna tell the full story about Hapik Habe. I've had people out there leave comments.
Are we even going to revisit this, or are we just going to play the part where he had the gun? All right, so here's a little bit more, Brett, and then we're going to move on.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane from God TV Radio. Make sure you check out my website, GodTVRadio.com.
Doesn't he sound interesting? I mean, like, he just pulls you in with his dynamic personality.
It's magic.
Doesn't this video have a really magic every time? Title? Isn't it like TJ Micromanagement?
The Amazing Atheist False Dichotomy Micromanagement.
Facebook and Twitter. Also subscribe to my brother Justin Keane if you're into music, and check out my gaming channel
Straight out
if you're
of
into games. Yeah.
He has a gaming channel?
All links can be found in the
kind of
description. So I've been having some people telling.
Yeah. It's more like a travesty.
Me
it's more like watching a
atheist
piece of shit lay on his stomach and play Elder Scrolls Online for 8 hours at a clip.
That sounds
I mean,
riveting.
I guess you know
heavily while doing it.
Who came from the Drunken Peasants, who came to my channel, who may have subscribed or watched some of
Oh, yeah. We told everyone to unsubscribe to Brett. Everyone that's like fans of ours.
Oh, yeah.
And he did since then hide his subscription numbers. And this is his video where he's pissed about that.
Hashtag Starve the Manatee.
Starve the Manatee.
My videos, unsubscribe so he can prove some kind of point to show that I'm not getting views unless he tells people to go check me out. Okay.
Let's see if that's correct.
This is an
That's a very weird false dichotomy that you have there, TJ.
Okay.
I don't doubt that there are DP fans
How
of
is
yours.
that a false dichotomy?
I don't understand how it's even a dichotomy.
He presented one position and then called it a false dichotomy?
How does that make sense? It doesn't, does it? No, it doesn't.
So he doesn't know what a false dichotomy is.
No.
False singularity.
Roger that.
No, the little 15-year-olds that watch your shit.
All right, do you ID all the people that watch our shit? Because I just have. I
we
don't
do
know.
DP meetups that are 21 plus, and tons of people show up.
Yeah, I mean, like a couple hundred people will show up. So, I mean, and there are clearly people that are not 15 that watch our show. Obviously, there's going to be some. There's going to be some younger people. But you just make it seem like anyone that contacts you is just like, 15 years old.
It's a bunch of 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
Think it's cool when a bunch of old emo 30-year-olds are doing dope.
Emo.
Doing dope.
Ben is more punk, and I'm like fucking maybe like slightly pseudo goth.
Hipster.
Pseudo goth.
Pseudo hipster goth.
Hipster Jesus.
Someone actually said I look like I'm a homeless hipster goth.
Shrooms and all that
So-
shit. I know.
Smoking dope and doing shrooms. First of all, I choose to smoke weed, and it's legal here. So,
And even if it wasn't, I'd still smoke it.
yeah.
So,
But it's not a crime here. It's not even considered a bad thing. It's like a business here. I see fucking soccer moms walking into the weed stores.
people are
here,
writing their ages in the chat. Most of them are in their fucking 20s. I'm 31,
Yeah,
26,
I'm
32, 25, 3, negative 26. Someone's negative 26.
Wow, they haven't even been born yet. They're going to be born in the future.
They're not even. Wow.
That's someone that's going to watch us in the future.
Holy shit! But they're in the chat now. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Well,
that's
they're
a
time
dedicated
travelers.
fucking fan, dude.
They're time travelers.
25, 22, 26, 23, 20. Almost all of our fans seem to be in their 20s, Brett. Would you stop with this fucking 15-year-old narrative? It's bullshit.
Some of these little assholes, when you do the whole Manatee thing or, whatever retardation or autism you have going at the moment, that they'll come over my YouTube channel. But do you think that I actually believe for a moment any of these My Little Pony fucking toy collectors came to my channel to actually watch or subscribe or view me? And
You sound really butthurt about it. You're trying to act like you don't care. You're going to say that like our fans are just a bunch of assholes and that like...
Yeah.
Like you don't care if you don't get their...
Brett, how many times have you told me, Brett, that you just want to be left alone? Well, you're going to get that chance.
Yep. So
for at least... for me, it's going to be at least 3 months.
So
if they want to cover you after a certain time... If it's not been at least 3 months, I'm just going to sit it out because I don't give a fuck.
And he's talking about how...
I don't want to hear your nasty, disgusting fucking voice.
He's trying to make it kind of sound like he's glad that we're asking people to unsubscribe. So I think Brett should make a video.
Give him what he wants,
asking
everybody.
Our fans to unsubscribe from him. Go ahead and do it.
Yes.
Do it. And you know what? Then yeah.
Hashtag star of the Manatee.
He's laboring under the fucking fantasy. He's laboring under the fantasy that the 700 views he does get on a video would still be there if we didn't cover him.
Right. It's an experiment. I'm not saying we'll never cover Brett again, but we're not going to cover him for a while.
We're going to give him
and
a
we
good
encourage
long
you
break.
all to unsubscribe. You can if you want to. It's your choice.
Yeah, we're just encouraging you because we just
I'd like to see how many of our fans. I want to see how many of our fans make a dent in his view counts.
Yeah, don't touch the poop for 2 months or 3 months, guys. Let's see what happens.
Is his view count still up where you can see it?
Yeah.
On this
his
video?
view count. His view count is up, but his subscriber count is now being private.
His ratings are private. His comments are disabled.
Can you hide the view counts?
Totally. I don't think so.
Okay, good.
I think view counts are public all the time.
Maybe you can hide that. Maybe not. I don't think so. Actually, I don't think so. Maybe you can, but I don't want to speak as if I know.
No,
I don't.
They came over to be an echo chamber and to simply repeat the same fucking mantra that they hear from you, because these little bastards who watch you are looking for something sparkly, something that shines in front of their eyes for the moment, something that keeps them from being bored of their own irrelevant...
You guys say a lot. They do it to me. Like, your fans are the ones that give me the most shit out of anybody, and they all come to my wall, and they all say the same exact goddamn shit over and over again. Just in his defense a little bit.
Glanderson Booper. Glanderson
Booper. Dusty, before we move on, I had a question. Did you hear about our thing with Tommy Sotomayor?
I did. I heard he was DMCAing you guys. What an asshole.
Yeah. He was doing a live stream, and we had some of our fans go to his chat room and just type in Glanderson Booper. And then he DMCA'd those videos.
Yep.
Because we played
that's bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, out of a 2-hour video, us laughing at our fans writing Glanderson Booper in his chat, he filed a copyright claim on that.
I mean, you should be able to use any of his videos you want to, in my opinion. You should be able to use anybody's videos. You can use my videos all day long. I would never do that to you guys. I don't give a fuck what you say about me. You could fucking make a T-shirt with my face on it of me eating a bunch of Logic cereal or something as a fucking walrus, and I'd be fine with it. Whatever. It's all
For
good.
real. Yeah. Who gives a shit?
All right. When are we going to do the mail segment?
We can do it now if you want.
She's like, just give me the candy, man.
Oh, we should probably plug our meetup first.
Oh, yeah.
Because we are doing a meetup in Albuquerque. Dusty's been to one of our meetups. He can attest that he had an enjoyable experience there.
I did. I had a great time.
See, even Dusty, my most bitter rival, who I hate with a passion, fucking understands the awesomeness of our meetups. Yeah, I mean, obviously, the Drunken Peasants and Dusty just hate each other with a passion, so...
I'll see you at SummerSlam,
Dusty. I'm going to see him at WrestleMania. 73 people are going. 92 people are interested in going. It's ostensibly going to be on February 1st. Probably the day we're aiming for. Albuquerque, New Mexico meetup. We're going to do a fucking Drunken Peasants meetup. They're a lot of fun. We get drunk with our fans. We take pictures. We sign bullshit. Whatever you want.
We may have merch this time, too.
Maybe.
We're trying to work something out with a venue there. We're in talks with them right now.
In talks with venue. Yeah. We'll see what happens. But even if no venue agrees to have us, we'll just crash one. We don't give
so,
a shit.
TJ, I'm just going to put you full screen, and then you can open the shit.
Sweet. I'm going to sit here and make Dusty watch me open packages that he can't have.
I'm going to masturbate while you do it, if that's okay.
Well, you're not on camera.
Yeah, you're free.
Well, we can see you, but the fans can't see.
Feel free to masturbate.
Done.
I guess Ben's going to hand me shit. This is good. This one says it's to me specifically. It just says Drunken Peasants in parentheses, So this is mine. This belongs to me and me alone. Damn, I wish I had a knife or something. Yeah, dude.
Like real letters that exist still?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Where the fuck are my keys? Because I need something to cut this with. Do we have a knife here, Ben? Gay. Going off the rails, Ben. Can't find nothing to cut this with. I'll just have to rip it up with brute strength, I guess. Whatever brute strength my fucking ass can muster. Open, you piece of shit.
I have,
this fucking tape.
There's a line over there.
Son of a bitch, dude. This box is like Fort fucking Knox.
Come on, TJ, be a man.
This fucking tape is like industrial or some shit.
Be a man, faggot.
Ben, you got all kinds of muscles. Why don't you fucking open it?
Here, move on to one of the other ones.
Yeah, rip that apart.
Work it out, TJ.
Ben's gonna handle that. I'm gonna fucking get strong arm Ben to fucking handle that shit. Alright, we got a fucking letter, I guess, or some shit. Oh, it's a Magic the Gathering card. It is, Uktabi Orangutan. When Uktabi Orangutan comes into play, destroy target artifact. Alright then. Sweet.
Okay.
Do you play?
Is that a valuable card? I'm not sure.
I play. I do play. I don't think it is. It shouldn't be.
No. It seems like it's just a piece of shit. Like, yeah, have this piece of shit magic card that don't even fucking matter. Good times. Low energy, TJ. I better crank it up. Like, oh, fuck, I gotta open packages, you guys. So cool. All right, Ben.
Probably show the P.O. box, too.
Yeah.
Like the address. We'll do it at the end.
Okay, there's a bunch of shit in this. So, DP War Orn Xmas Care Package Situation. Dear TJ, Paul, Ben, and Scotty, fuck you white boys, love Tommy.
Oh, Tommy Sotomayor sent it to
My teacher said this was too offensive to hang in, so whatever. I can't even read this. This is some kind of picture of Muhammad, I guess, with bloody bullshit going on.
Not a very good drawing.
Well, you know, not everyone can be as talented as you, Dusty.
That's true.
Then there's some kind of very uncomfortable fabric fucking hat.
I like that. That was cool.
It doesn't feel cool. There's
a tinfoil hat?
It looks like it was like a swan at one point, but now it's fucked.
What the fuck is
I don't know,
this?
dude.
We're sending you their garbage.
What is that
chainmail?
Let me see that shit.
We got some chainmail here.
Yeah, let me see
shit,
it.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Chainmail's cool.
It's cold as fuck.
Wow. Oh, and a fedora too.
Oh,
is there a letter or anything?
Yeah, I guess there is.
Yeah, it's like a chainmail helmet, isn't it? Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I don't know. There does
It's
seem to be some kind of letter.
Cloth, dude. It's a chain cloth.
There's just a printed out picture of me as the banana bitch.
Just some random shit, man. Man, this thing's heavy.
Oh, wait. Maybe this is a letter.
There's a dick drawn on the inside of the box, too.
Oh, this is just another post-it note.
People.
Some AKA Jewish. So the person who sent this is apparently Jewish lawyer on YouTube. I somehow don't feel like they're an actual
Jacob
lawyer.
Rosenthal? Is it Jacob Rosenthal, dude?
Here.
Is
yeah,
it
maybe
Scotty's
it is.
lawyer?
It actually, I think it did say it was Jacob. I don't know.
Oh shit, Jacob Rosenthal, Scotty's lawyer, hooking us up with a chain cloth, a fedora.
It's heavy.
Awesome lawyer.
A squashed tinfoil swan. Thank you.
This is.
I'm gonna give that chain helmet to the Plumbo Pound.
This is it's a picture of Tommy Sotomayor we could hang on our tree.
Oh, get that closer. Get that closer to the camera. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Shit.
Crispy,
He's gonna
take your
DMCA this
Coon
video
Award,
now.
Crispy. Crispy, take your Coon Award.
Crispy.
That dude started selling logic.
And here's here's a manatee one as well. It's hard to see the manatee. It keeps getting reflective.
Cool.
Yeah.
Somebody's
So it's
tree.
some
Dude, we'll have
ornaments.
to get a tree for the studio next year, dude.
And they sent a very festive-looking Christmas letter as well.
How nice. Thank you.
Merry Christmas, Drunken Peasants. Enclosed are 2 ornaments that my boyfriend and I made for you guys on the show. We hope that you get as much joy out of them as we did making them. Blah, 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 blah. Et cetera, et cetera. Happy holidays, the end.
Oh, thanks. You're so nice.
Thank you so much for the ornaments.
And you guys got some cool fans.
I know.
white
Right?
boys
You know what, Dusty? What's your position on our fans? Because you flip flop
Yeah,
a
you're
lot
a
on them.
flip-flopper, Dusty.
The ones that
Skittles!
The
Here,
ones
get
that
to work on
continuously
them.
fuck with me are very annoying, but overall, you know, you and I are very similar, so I assume that they're just like everybody else. So I don't have a problem with them.
TJ, you gluttonous fucking cretin, you better
Yeah.
not eat all those goddamn Skittles.
They're gone.
I'm gonna eat some.
They've already been eaten.
Are they?
Please have as many as you want, Ben. TJ, don't eat all the goddamn Skittles.
You know what? I never had one piece of that fucking banana candy.
Whatever. That's your choice. That was there forever, all right?
It was completely consumed by someone.
Okay, this is Advancing Conversations. Aubrey de Grey, advocate for an indefinite human lifespan. So this is a book advocating for immortality, I guess. I agree. I want to be immortal. That sounds fun.
Sweet. Fuck yes. Globalism.
Globalist Paul. All right. This is the weirdest fucking envelope shape I've ever seen. All right, let's get it open.
Hey, Bren, I've got a good idea. Hey, what if I open all the packages at my house and keep the candy and stuff, and then we can all just bring the stuff?
I tried to pull that. Whatever. I'm not ashamed.
What a retard. Of course I said no.
Yeah, well, I didn't even want to ask you, but Scotty fucking made me ask permission, and then you rejected it, as I knew you would. Merry Christmas, guys. Thanks for making such good videos. You really make my day. Sincerely, Cheyenne. P.S. I thought Paul would get a kick out of a snowman with 3 extra balls. There you go, Paul. Here. Whoa.
Wow.
It fell. This is supposed to give you some kind of kick, I guess.
Oh, shit. It looks like Pimmonk.
Yep.
It does look like
Old 3-ball the snowman, dude.
3-ball the redneck snowman.
This is... I don't even know. Mr. Free Speech Stud bangs Miss Anita Sarkeesian by
Oh my
Andrew
God,
Bashar,
that
dude.
guy is.
Yes.
Dun, dun.
You got to read it.
All right. What chat? Give me a. There's. I think. All these this is not a book. First of all, this is like every chapter is just a few paragraphs. No, pick a number between 1 and 20. Pick a number between 1 and 25. 13.
I was going to say 13 too.
Cool. Yep. 13 is a good number. That's my lucky number. Anita. Did I tell you how much I love being married to Andrew? Well, I'll say it again. I fucking love being married to Andrew. This little incident will explain why. Before we left for Africa, I was packing my favorite porn magazines in my luggage, in both my carry-on and check-in luggage. Andrew caught me, I guess. I neglected to forewarn him. He glared at me. Dear some of the African countries we are going to visit ban porn. As much as I love free speech, I know to, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So, dear, unless it inconveniences you, please don't pack those pornos in either of your carry-on or check-in luggage. I frowned.
Who packs porn?
I wish Paul was reading this because he could do it in that voice.
Andrew reassured me, don't fret it, Anita. These countries ban porn, but they don't ban fucking, so we can fuck our brains out. I jumped up and cheered. Then I apologized. Sorry, Andrew. I guess I deserve a spanking, so please spank me. He put me over his lap and spanked my formerly liberal ass. I cummed. I cummed.
There it is. There it is. Wow.
That's the whole chapter. That's the whole chapter.
I cummed.
Wow, what a climactic ending.
I cummed, dude.
Dude, I cummed.
I told you 313 was going to be the best episode ever.
Nope.
I predicted this. I cummed. It was great.
I cummed.
What a beautiful, happy moment.
Who carries porno magazines anymore? What the fuck? I didn't know that existed still.
Dude, this guy is an eccentric, crazy fucking person. All right, so we got some Smarties.
Oh, I like Smarties.
Here you go, then,
I'm
Ben.
going to eat me all kinds of Smarties. All kinds.
There's something wrapped in toilet paper. It's a Canada shot glass. I was pretty nervous about that. I'm like, is this a bomb that's going to go off when I unwrap this? But it wasn't.
That would be the best episode ever.
Yeah, and you'd be on it, but you'd survive. I guess Paul would survive, too. It'd probably, like, help your guys' careers.
I may not survive. I cummed. I may die from that.
All right, so I'm assuming this is more of the same. Here is a weird-looking envelope.
Oh, these are Canadian Smarties.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I don't know.
must be
They're
nicer.
the chocolate. They're
like
chocolate.
a band or something.
Are they polite?
And there is a shirt. I think these people are trying to promote something.
Let them.
Oh, no, this is a Metallica shirt.
That's one of the better Metallica albums. That's their first album.
They don't need any promotion.
Metallica, Kill 'Em All. I guess Metallica is doing all right, so I don't know if they need that plug, but whatever. We'll give the kids a bump. I don't see any reason not to. Oh, it's a VHS copy of The Black Cauldron.
We should get Gergie to sign it for you.
Yeah. Awesome. I'll be destroying that tonight. Let's see. And this is...
Destroying that won't take the damage away from your car, TJ.
Maybe it will.
The
Ben.
damage that Gurgi has caused
You never know,
already.
Ben.
He fucked up your space station. Even in your fantasies and in reality, Gurgi is the master of your destiny.
True. Very true, Ben. I'm just not even arguing with this Gurgi shit anymore. I've just accepted it. You've won. I can't fight it any longer. I don't care to. Ugh. These fucking bastards. There we go. And there was this one person who sent us a box that they didn't even tape up properly.
Yeah.
And
they put like one piece of tape on a box that they're like shipping across the country.
Just ripped into shreds. It looks like there's actually like wrapped presents in here. So this is to TJ. And I guess we might have some fucking members not here that need to... I don't know what we'll do.
Yeah, we'll just leave those.
I guess we'll just leave those until they're back and can open them. The fuck?
Man. You guys can open mine if you want.
Okay, it's a deck of playing cards with gluttony. They're gluttony themed.
Wow. So that's definitely for you.
Ooh. Yeah.
Is there a Brett Keane one?
There's an old Dusty Smith one.
Hell yeah, I'm getting there again.
Cool. Fat's where it's at. All right, so
Yep, fat and happy.
I'm assuming this is all other sin-themed playing cards. Here's another one from me. TJ's popular sing-along party tunes. All right then. Oops.
Cool.
There we go. I guess it's because it has my name on it.
What's on there?
Party tunes, man.
What songs
Pop
are
that.
awesome?
Pop that shit in and let's get some booty shaking in this bitch.
For Scotty. This is for Ben. This is for me. This is for Scotty and Paul. Here you go, Ben.
Santa came early, or well, I guess late.
It'd be late. What are you talking about, Chris? It's already happened.
Nah, dude, it's early. It's 360 some odd days before fucking Christmas, dude.
Awesome. Good point.
That's crazy, man.
All right, I can't open this. Whatever.
TJ.
Fuck it.
To Ben.
Thank you. This one thing I got, it's a chocolate bar.
Paul. And then there's some fucking... Another... Jesus. Here's, this person sent too much. Send us less things next time.
Why?
Shut up, TJ.
I know, TJ. You're such a piece of shit.
There
what
you
a
go,
fucking
Ben.
dummy. Send us less cool shit.
This
Fuck
is-
you. Send me more.
None of
Look
this
at
TJ
this shit.
package has been
This
that
is
cool.
like tick repellent.
Yeah, dude. See, he sent us troll gifts, dude. So fuck this guy.
Show it to
use
him.
that.
It's Ben's tick repellent.
Just 'cause it has his name on it.
That's a good
Dude,
shit.
you're saying it's a troll gift now, but when your legs aren't swarming with ticks when we all go to Mount Rainier, you'll be thanking this fucking dude.
Uh-huh.
You're not pulling ticks off your ball sack?
Yep. You ever gotten that? You ever had to fucking remove a tick from yourself, TJ? It ain't fun.
Yeah, whatever. What is this shit?
Also got this graphic novel.
Oh, well, there's a card in here, but I tore it apart in my anger. May the spirit of the season fill your he with peace, love, and joy. And it's from Heretic.
Yeah, that's who sent us all this shit.
Thanks, Heretic.
Way to tear up somebody's fucking Christmas card, TJ.
Yeah, just I'm gonna tear yours apart, fucking Paul, you piece of shit.
Jesus Christ.
All right, and one more thing. Oh, cool. It's a fucking Lady Death comic. I can jerk off to this comic later tonight.
I like Lady Death.
Yeah, she doesn't look like she did in the 90s. I kind of like the 90s version better, but whatever.
I agree.
Let me take a look at what's in this.
What's the primary difference between Lady Death now and the 90s?
Well, actually, on the inside, she looks more just like herself. I think they just do is a different style on the cover.
Maybe they had a different artist draw the cover.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
There she is, taking a bath right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that's Lady Death.
That's straight up porn.
I mean, not really, but it's fucking close. For
Hey, when I was a kid, I used to
guess.
whack off the shit like that.
The pages of that will be sticky later tonight, but it's not straight up porn.
You got to jack off to something that's actually printed sometimes, Dusty. Relive the nostalgia of jerking off to something that is just, kind of PG-13ish, but still kind of provocative, and act like you're a teenage boy again. Just like, yeah, Lady Death's titties, oh yeah.
I prefer the Sears catalog. Just turn it to the bra section.
Oh, you're on a whole other level then. Sears catalog level.
What's the least sexually exciting thing that you guys have jerked off to?
Oh my God. I had a wet dream about my grandmother one time. I guess that doesn't count.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's exciting, but in the wrong
That's
direction.
even worse than period sex with Barbara Bush.
I know.
I think it's something that shouldn't even have been a turn on. Obviously that shouldn't be either. But something that's just not even vaguely sexual or like the least exciting or stimulating thing you possibly ever jerked off to.
Do we have anything more?
For me, it was fuzzy porn.
We have
Fuzzy
this
porn,
big
dude.
box. Is that the box that opened?
I think so. Yeah, that's the one.
Did you ever spank it to fuzzy porn, TJ?
I don't even know what that is.
Like on cable, when like the porn channels on
HBO.
Oh yeah,
porn.
Yep. I think I saw a butt for a second. Ah.
Yep.
Well, the audio was still there.
That was a nipple.
When I was a kid, I was feeling really bad about masturbating, and I was like, well, it's not the masturbation that's wrong. It's the fantasies about the women that are wrong. So I would just try to masturbate without thinking of women because I thought that was less sinful. It didn't work.
Christ. What a head trip.
Yeah. They did a real job on me.
Well, that's a good answer. I think my answer to this question might change tonight, though, after I jerk off to Dusty fucking his grandmother. So that might be...
The sad thing is it was a wet dream. That's the bad part. I'm not even attracted to my grandmother. I don't know what happened.
Not only did you fuck your grandma, but she made you cum real good, dude.
I did.
You cum, Dusty.
I did. I cummed.
Dude,
are those
TJ
candies
is
good?
Lost in how delicious that candy is. Look at him.
Oh my God, it's so good. Probably at least I jerked off to myself once. It wasn't very satisfying.
Wow.
You win.
TJ said that if he had a clone, he would fuck his clone.
I would, but only not because I would like the way that I look so much, but just because I know that it's gonna know what I like and I'm gonna know what it likes. So
if you want to send us shit, here you go. The Drunken Peasants, 227 Bellevue Way Northeast, number 80, Bellevue, Washington 98004.
Yeah, buddy. And send TJ less shit and send the rest of us more shit because he asked for less shit. So don't send TJ anything. He hates
less shit. You can send me more stuff, but less shit.
Nope.
Yeah.
And I will be intercepting the stuff.
No.
Going forward.
Make it easier to open.
We'll make sure TJ doesn't get any more shit. We don't want him to have to be faced with free shit that people have bought him.
Go contract dysentery, Paul. You piece of garbage.
I already have it.
Neat.
Why are there marbles? Why is he using marbles on his video?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Because he's lost them.
He's probably... Yeah.
I have the new one, but I keep forgetting about it.
Damn you. Well, I guess we can alternate, whatever.
So we're not going to play this video.
No.
Okay. Let's see. Okay.
If the Milky Way galaxy were the size of...
Oh, I already put a video out on this. Sorry.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you suck.
I did it just before we left.
All right.
Fucking TJ. Covering all the good shit.
I could sit it out and let you guys talk about it without knowing what I said.
Okay.
You work hard, TJ. I gotta give it to you, man. You definitely deserve your success because you guys work your ass off.
Now I can't hear anything. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Fuck.
I don't know. Hold on. The sound seems to have died.
InfoWars. The globalists are coming for you.
Turning the frickin' frogs gay.
Oh, shit.
Literal vampirism.
is happening amongst the global elites. Literal vampirism.
I'm gonna fix
You
this.
ever
This
seen
will just take a second.
His rant about Bill Gates. He fucking hates Bill Gates. It's hilarious. Bill Gates is a great guy. He's like saved tons of lives.
Yeah.
Alex Jones is the devil.
Because he's got more money than me. I wish I had as much money as Bill Gates selling my shitty fucking dietary supplements and survival gear.
I used to be a huge fan of his. I bought a Berkey filter from him. Gave him a lot of business.
Yeah, I'm still a big fan of Alex Jones. I'm not gonna lie. I don't agree with him, but I'm a fan.
He's entertaining as shit. You gotta give it to him. I love entertainment. I think
it's fun. He's crazy in a very entertaining way because it's all over the top and just yelling and screaming about 1776. I mean, who's not gonna look at that?
he's actually in a movie where the government comes for our guns, and he's like a senator that sends the government after our guns. It's really hilarious.
All right, so now it's back. Got it going again.
They're coming for our guns.
All right, so we're not going to do that first video, right?
I mean, you guys can do it if you want. I've already done. I did a 30-minute video about it. So, or no, it wasn't 30. It was like 23 minutes or whatever. But I don't know. I already did a video about it, so I really don't need to say anything more.
All right, let's do. All right, here we go.
What really happened to Carrie Fisher? I was waiting.
On InfoWars,
Princess Leia has made the jump into hyperspace.
Okay, that was corny.
Everybody is going to make it out of 2016. Carrie Fisher dead in Los Angeles, and that is posted up on the Drudge Report right now. We'll also get that up on Infowars.com. Now, I've got a ton of news. That's right, Carrie Fisher dead at 60. Now, this just broke like 2 minutes ago. If you scroll down, I'll actually read the article. Thank you.
It only was broke 2 minutes ago, but he already knows the truth.
Carrie Fisher died
That's
Tuesday
how fucking good of a researcher he is.
On board a flight from London to LAX. A family spokesperson had confirmed. TMZ broke the story. Fisher was on a flight from London to LAX Friday when she suffered the heart attack 15 minutes before landing. People on the plane tell TMZ she appeared lifeless. A passenger who at EMT performed CPR on Carrie, and once in the flight landed, paramedics rushed her to UCLA Medical Center, where she remained in intensive care until her death. Looks like she pretty much died on the plane. They just resuscitated her.
Okay.
Family had said she was in stable condition, but were told she was not responsive after her medical emergency. Carrie had been on a
Tell us what really happened, though. We already know all this shit.
Publicity tour for her new book, The Princess Dearest. The book recently made headlines before she wrote about having an affair with co-star Harrison Ford while shooting the original Star Wars movies. I'm not going to kick off a conspiracy theory here.
Yeah, you are. That's what you do. It's your fucking job.
Oh, that's funny.
But you hear about star killers and different stars that say as soon as you're not big, as soon as your name isn't big, as soon as you're not making them money, whether you're a rock and roll star, a country star, or a movie star, look out when a big movie comes out about you or a big book. If you die, though, it'll make it incredibly valuable when that second hurrah comes around. And sometimes, basically, the mafia that's out in Hollywood will kill you. And I've talked to some high-powered people in Hollywood, not just some of the people that have been public, who ran off to Canada and others, who said, indeed,
Carrie Fisher was worth more dead than alive. Like, what? I mean, like, this puts Disney in a huge bind. They want to fucking... They wanted to have her in episode fucking 8, 9. She's already done her scenes for episode 8. They wanted her to be in episode 9.
Yeah, they're going to have to change the story.
Now, they're going to have to either put her in digitally, like they did with some of the characters in Rogue One, or they're going to have to
kill her off,
recast, or they're going to have to write her out of the script somehow. I mean, who knows?
I mean, they've got all that high-resolution digital footage of her face from The Force Awakens, and they did such a good job with Grand Moff Tarkin. I can't imagine that they're not just going to create a Carrie Fisher.
CGI can do anything these days.
It just depends on if the family gives permission or not.
We're so close to like Uncanny Valley. You know what I mean? Like crossing
photorealistic.
that bridge. Yep.
This is something you've really got to worry about. So you want to stay big. You want to stay, basically in the spotlight and have value, because then only killing you gives you value because of a new burst of money that your managers or others are going to have. Now, she looked a little old for her age, and I know her and Mark Hamill reportedly liked to party a little bit.
Did she really? She was 60 years old. Does she really look that old for her age? She looked like she was about 60 to me.
Yeah, agreed.
Look at Alex.
Yeah, maybe she looks a little older than 60. I'll concede. Like, I've seen, whatever. She partied a lot.
Sure. She fucked a lot of dudes.
When I look at a picture of her and someone tells me she's 60, I'm not like, no way. She looks so much older.
She's 100.
But if I was going to take a guess at her age, not knowing she was 60, I'd probably put her somewhere closer to 70.
Maybe.
Probably not what happened. But when you got Joan Rivers saying Michelle Obama's a tranny, everybody knows, and a couple of weeks later, she gets killed.
I mean, are you familiar with Joan Rivers' comedy? Because, that was a joke.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. She died, so now it was the truth.
Joan Rivers was not known for telling jokes ever, right?
No, she never did that. That was not. So she never would. She would never fucking take jabs at people or make fun of people at all. That wasn't her thing. She never did that. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, can we talk?
Plastic surgery. There's an issue. So that's all I'm saying is it should always be investigated when rich, powerful people in entertainment die, because it's well known that managers and people...
He doesn't want to start a conspiracy theory here, though.
Get folks drummed up to control them. I mean, you talk about a cult. You talk about a mafia. Hollywood is it. And let me tell you, there is incredible mafia in...
You talk about the mafia. I mean, no one thinks about, the actual mafias and mobs around the world. What they really think about is Hollywood. Yeah, I mean, okay, there's some cutthroat aspects to that business. There's some fucked up aspects to that business. Everyone fucking knows it. But it's not the mafia. They're not ordering hits on actors because they're like, you know what? I bet George Clooney be worth more if he were dead. Let's kill his ass.
Yeah, what kind of manager wants to kill the goose that laid the golden egg? Yeah, Carrie Fisher's making millions of dollars on these new Star Wars fucking movies, and I'm getting a cut of that. Let's kill her.
She'll sell more dead. Here's an idea. Wait till they just die naturally. The human lifespan isn't that fucking long, especially not for a 60-year-old.
I wonder if he thinks her mother got killed, too. She just died today, too.
Yep, probably. I mean, he's going to definitely make a video about how this is some kind of thing.
A family conspiracy.
Yeah, her mother was
going to talk. Family.
Her mother was going to talk about the global Illuminati MK Ultra mind control.
About the fact we killed her daughter. Can't let that happen.
Killed her too.
L.A.
Man, these Skittles
think,
are too
you mean
damn
Italian
good.
mafia?
Get
Well,
away from me.
there's that.
Fuck you, Skittles.
But there's also just other mafia. We're selling a product, DNA 4.
Oh, no.
What?
Of course you are.
Right into a commercial. Just like no time. Boom.
Time to think.
We're selling a product.
Yes, you are, Alex. Yes, you are, clearly.
Yeah, we don't want to play your shitty ad. Do you? All right. Let's take a look at his ad then.
Whatever it is.
That is the very best nutraceutical
Force.
that we can produce.
Oh, my God.
Dr. Grip, you took years
to
develop
nutraceutical,
DNA Force
dude.
It's been something.
So he's
that
got.
I've been
Wait a minute.
working
Wait a
on for
minute. He's got a fucking pill that changes your DNA, makes your DNA stronger. Is that what he's fucking selling?
Dude, it fucking your DNA will be so strong. DNA be like steel beams. And jet fuel can't even melt that shit, dude.
Take this, and even the mafia can't kill you.
Bullets just bounce off you once you shake DNA Force.
Because I think it's very, very important. What the aging process is when the cell replicates, we lose a little bit of our telomeres. Telomeres are the little cups on the end of our chromosomes.
This will keep you from aging. Carrie Fisher should have taken this shit and she'd still be alive.
See the disclaimer? I love it how they have to put that.
Disclaimer, this is all bullshit.
Yep.
You're a sucker if you actually believe these
You're a
ridiculous
moron.
claims. If we actually had a product that did this, we would be way more rich and we wouldn't be selling it on the fucking Alex Jones show.
Yeah, this one still isn't as hilarious as the one where Alex Jones has his shirt off and he's like, "Look, I'm getting buff and I'm not even working out," and he looks totally not buff at all.
Fat, chubby
Yeah.
monkey. Always been like that. He always thinks he's buff and takes his shirt off and shit. But like, why, dude? Like, there's a reason I don't take my shirt off.
Yeah,
Like, when he was young. I
Yeah,
used to be buff too when I was 20, but we're 40 now. Cut that shit out.
Unless you're just looking for a laugh.
Let me suck in my gut while I'm sitting on a
Chose
horse.
the PQQ because it has over 100.
All right, let's move on to something
works
else.
for Putin.
Goodness gracious.
But dude, you don't want to hear about how it's got BPQQ, dude? It's gonna make your fucking telomeres come back, Ben.
This is absolutely mind-numbing. You know that I'm pretty vocal about being against children transitioning. And a lot of people seem to come out of the woodwork to...
So it's another transgender against Blair White. That's what this is.
Tranny
disagree with
versus
me on this, which
tranny.
is totally
Who
fine.
the fuck will win?
You're allowed to be wrong.
What
I mean,
is
Blair
wrong
wins
with you?
automatically here.
Like, actually, what is your problem? What makes a person act like this?
Act like
I am
what?
fascinated by whatever has gotten into people lately. What is this? Folks, I know that Blair White saw my videos. She was arguing with people in the comments. So she had every opportunity to be exposed to dozens of medical sources emphasizing the important role of puberty blockers in the health of trans youth. I spoon-feed this information to people.
Okay. Good
She
job.
could have clicked on one link and learned enough to understand why nearly everything in her first video was wrong. She had the chance to inform herself if she chose, but she didn't. So this is not merely...
The problem with this is that this just gender dysphoria that underlies most people transitioning has a tendency to vanish after puberty. So shouldn't you wait till after puberty to do it? Doesn't that make more sense than blocking puberty so that there's a transition can be more successful when you don't even know if a transition is fucking necessary?
Yeah, it does seem pretty radical to do when you're a kid. Kids are stupid. They don't know what the fuck they want.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're letting
My
an
boy
8 or
put on
9
a
year
dress.
old
Time to cut off his dick. Time to cut off his dick. He's obviously a girl.
Yeah,
Look at me.
you're
I'm a
letting an 8 or
special,
9 or
unique parent.
10
I got a fucking trans kid. Give me a fucking
10-year-old
good guy
kid
badge.
decide that they want. You think a kid can decide if they want to be fucking sterile for the rest of their lives? Like, no.
I don't agree with that either. I think they should definitely wait till they're adults. It's like religion. You can't really make up your mind as a kid.
Wrong with you?
Active.
What's wrong with you?
You know what? You know what, Dusty? Sounds like you're being an anti-SJW right now, Dusty. I don't know, man.
I mean, I made lots of videos.
Someone just
about
said that
it-
I have
about
better tits than
SJW.
this thing, so yeah, I agree.
I actually think I know this person. I think they're nice in real life. I think I've
Really?
talked to this person before. Yeah.
Opinion.
They seem nice.
She is lying to you. Blair White, when you
Dusty,
dismiss reality...
when the fuck did you become Dr. Phil and just talk about how nice everyone is and you know, what about their feelings?
Like, if you actually know me, I'm a really nice guy. I have a really big heart, and I feel bad for people. And like, I play this character that's really mean on the internet, but in real life, I'm actually kind of a sweetheart. I'm just a teddy bear.
Ugh, that's disgusting, Dusty. Go back to
I
the character.
I know. I'm a faggot.
I don't
You
want
end
it. I
up
don't
living
want
in
it.
opposite world, where safe and effective medical treatment is child abuse, but withholding medically necessary treatment from a child is
It's not-
somehow the virtuous
Come
choice.
on. It's not fucking medically necessary to transition a fucking kid at the age of 10 or the age of 6 or any of those. That's not a medical necessity. Go fuck
Do it at
yourself.
birth.
You're wrong.
As soon as they're out of the womb, whatever you think at the beach, chop it off, add it on, whatever has to happen.
He's crying like a girl. Cut his dick off and make a pussy out of it.
Works for me. Come
The American Academy of Pediatrics can say otherwise, the American Psychiatric Association can say otherwise, the American Medical Association's Journal of Ethics can say otherwise, but you, Blair White, know the truth.
Yeah.
Decades of rigorous medical research have nothing on you.
So the old,
You know what
the
that's-
good old appeal to authority here.
She's
I have a
appealing
funny-
to she's appealing to certain authorities that apparently have her narrative. She's not pointing to other authorities that don't. And it doesn't really matter because the underlying issue here is that no one. I mean, it's just common sense. You don't fucking take a kid that's 6 years old and like, I have gender confusion or I feel dysphoria towards this body, and knowing that research has shown that after puberty, a good fucking solid chunk of those people will have no further fucking gender dysphoria. Knowing that, saying, okay, well, we're going to put you on puberty blockers and we're going to make sure you don't ever have puberty so that you can stay in this state of confusion. It's like actually preventing them from being able to have a normal fucking life. You know, and that should be their fucking choice. If they want to reach an age of reason and decide that they want to go through this, that's fine.
That's called being a special snowflake. You're so special that you can ignore entire fields of research because acting outraged for attention makes you feel good.
Isn't that what
you
you're doing?
and your audience are a tag team of mutually reinforcing ignorance. These are the kind of people who will look at extensive medical evidence and professional statements and hold this to the highest of standards, then turn around and line up to let one clueless trans woman pipette disinformation into their brains with no resistance whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
You need to understand something. Your viewers aren't there for you. They're just in it for the ready-made excuses for transphobia that you provide to them. The appeals to people's common and wrong intuitions, the evocative label of child abuse, which makes people feel things so strongly that they forget to think. The comfort of being...
In other words, you're a tranny, I'm a tranny. You better think like me because right now you're just a tool. You're just a tool of the system. What an insulting fucking bunch of bullshit. You're not allowed to have an opinion counter to mine, and if you do, you're just a pawn in these people's game. Like, why isn't Blair White allowed to have her own opinions, and you can have yours? What the fuck is up with that?
Be assured that there will never be any challenges to their simplistic belief.
Yeah,
I just thought I'd be contrary. Actually, a funny story about Blair White, though. She got mad at me, really mad at me, because I thought she was gay. I thought she was like, you know, like a tranny, like the gay type of tranny. But apparently she's the other type of tranny, and you're not supposed to call them trannies. But I've seen every episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm a big fan of that show. And those guys call themselves trannies all the time. And I thought that's the kind of tranny she was. And she seemed to get really offended that I thought that. Yeah, like a drag. That's what like RuPaul calls them trannies. They've been calling them trannies forever. And I thought that's the kind of tranny she was. And she seemed to be very offended by that for some reason.
Oh. Well, I mean, I don't know. It seems like it'd be a pretty reasonable misunderstanding, but I don't know. I wasn't there, so I can't.
She told me I was
speak
autistic.
to that. You do have a tendency to fucking apparently not make sense to people outside of your dusty zone. So
I guess so.
Maybe
Apparently
it came,
people have a hard time understanding what
maybe
the
it
fuck I'm
came
talking
across the wrong way, Dusty. That's all I'm saying.
I
don't
smoke
know.
a lot of weed, so I'm not surprised about that at all, to be honest with you.
Beliefs about the proper order of the world. In other words, feels over reals. You can ignore science, medicine, any part of reality you want, if it makes you feel better. That's what you offer, and apparently trans... How can that even feel good?
Yeah, I mean, the argument's
blah.
been made. You know, they've heard your position, they've heard ours. They can decide for themselves at this point.
Let's see. Oh, God.
Feminist slam poetry.
Feminists.
Oh,
Slam
God.
poetry. Hissing, screeching, squawking. Fuck you to all the men. I am blaming you.
Cool.
Yep. So since I'm expecting Dusty to defend the SJWs here.
All right,
We're
let's
ready
do
to-
it. I'm going to defend this bitch. Let's do it.
Bitch, Dusty.
I'm gonna let them play their
Off to a bad start there, misogynist.
I mean that in the most respectful way.
Cool.
Talking to a friend about how much I hate holding hands. I just like the feeling of not being able to get away, and the hand that holds mine are always a little slow. They just can't keep up with me. Do you think anyone...
Are you sexualizing this woman?
A little bit.
Dusty?
I would have sex with her. That's all I'm saying. If that's sexualization, then yes, I am.
Wow, what a misogynist piece of shit.
ever will, he asked. I don't think I've ever felt a more overbearing sense of dread because I know the answer. My steps will always be a little quicker, my curiosity will overcome me, and my hands will reach for things opposite of those reaching for mine. They try to keep me by their side, extinguishing the fire in my step and saying, Megan, slow down, Megan, come back, Megan, sit down. But I am not a dog. I don't feel the need to
Here's an idea. Hey, I don't like holding hands. Oh, okay. Instead of this poem about how it's extinguishing the fire of my passion in my soul. Like, no, it's not. Just don't hold hands. You don't want to hold hands? Don't hold hands.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
I think she's doing an excellent job reading, in my opinion. She's doing a great job.
Okay.
She's killing it. I'm with her on this one, I gotta say, guys.
Yeah. Do you hold hands, Dusty?
Hell no.
Nah, dude. You're like,
harness
fuck
myself
hands,
and keep
bitch.
a distance because of a leash linked on love and a boy's unbearable impatience. The world is truly at my fingertips, and I would be damned if I didn't touch it all. But it was realizing that the world wasn't them.
stoves.
The world was so much bigger. Maybe that's why those
I gotta be
relationships
honest with you, dude. From a performance standpoint, if I'm sitting in an audience, and I don't even care if it's an open mic night, if I'm sitting in an audience and somebody reads something to me off their cell phone, I'm leaving. If you don't even have the fucking gumption to memorize your piece of shit, shitty, stunted, non-rhyming poem, then I don't have the time to sit and fucking listen to it, you dumb bitch. What is with this, where people think that I'm going to sit and listen to people read off their fucking cell phone to me?
Because we are. We're literally doing that right now.
I know, but I mean, like, honestly, like, there are people, like, sitting in the audience of this, ostensibly. Like, it's well filmed. Like, they put this out as, like, look at this, man. What a great piece of poetry. You guys remember when Bukowski pulled his fucking cell phone out?
Well, he didn't have a cell phone, man.
No, I know. He read off paper and shit.
a star in the sky, and I wanted the moon.
Yay! Well, at least it was mercifully short, man.
Here's another one.
Ooh, buttons, sexy.
It has butt in it.
Ask me what kind of porn I am into, and I will take you on a magical journey to fanfiction.com/Harry Potter /
All right, I'm leaving.
NC-17. What turns me on is Ginny Weasley in the restricted section with her skirt hiked up, Sirius Black in a secret passageway solemnly swearing he is up to no good, and Draco Malfoy in the room of requirement slithering into my chamber of secrets.
Well, I'm gonna go vomit for a few hours. I'll see you guys later.
This chick wants it bad.
I'm an unapologetic consumer of all things Potterotica, and the sexiest part is not the way Cho Chang rides that broomstick or the sounds of Myrtle moaning. The sexiest part is knowing they are part of a bigger story, that they exist beyond 8 minutes in Titty Titty Gang Bang, that their kegels are not the strongest thing about.
My porn's better than your porn. My porn's better than you. Like what? Because it has a story. My porn has richly developed characters. Okay. Do you want a fucking trophy? Fuck you. Who gives a shit, bitch?
It sounds hot to me. That's all I know. I'm whacking it right now with what you said.
I am told that my porn is unrealistic.
What?
Not quite as erotic as flashing ads saying just turned 18.
Who gives a fuck if porn is realistic or not? No one says that.
I prefer realistic porn. I prefer homely looking bitches, fucking dumpy dudes. Realism. That's what gets me off.
You can fantasize about fucking the youngest girl you won't go to jail for, told that my porn isn't quite as lifelike as a room full of lesbians begging for cock, told that this is what is supposed to turn
want
me.
to be in my pants? Why does she want to be in my fucking bedroom? Why does she care what I'm jerking off to? And why do I care what she thinks about what I'm jerking off to?
And why does she care what we think about what she jerks off to? I don't give it.
Yeah,
I don't,
but why would I care what she thinks about what we think about what she thinks we're jerking off to?
Exactly, Paul. It doesn't.
I just want to jerk off to her.
Go ahead, Dusty.
Wow, man, Dusty, you need to go to these poetry readings. Apparently,
Dusty, this is a good place for you to fucking obtain trim, dude. Just go up to him and be like, "Wow, your poem was really beautiful. Want to fuck?"
Yep. You see my robe? It's not Harry Potter.
Don't you give me raw meat and tell me it is nourishment. I know a slaughterhouse when I see one. It looks like 24/7 live streaming, reminding me that men are going to fuck me whether I like it or not, that there is one use for my mouth and it is not speaking, that a man is his most powerful when he's got...
Hey, well, in fairness, I mean,
what is this fantasy world? Like, you honestly walk out your front door and get your mouth slapped full of dick? What is this world you're living in?
She just lives in Rapetopia, dude.
Yeah, she
She's
just
so
leaves her.
angry.
She just leaves her apartment, and instantly there's just a big fat dick in her mouth. Just like, oh, bitch. Blah, blah.
This is your only purpose, cunt. Suck on my mighty cock. Ah. That's life for women in America. That's what that is, Paul. Face the truth, Paul. Face the dark and bitter, horrible truth.
A woman by the hair the first time a man I loved held me by the wrists and called me a whore. I did not think run.
Why?
I thought this
Dumb bitch.
is just like the movies. I know a slaughterhouse. When I see one, it looks like websites and seminars teaching you how to fuck more bitches. Looks like 15-year-old boys bullied for being virgins. It looks like the man who did not flip.
Yeah?
At least she's not reading it off a phone, you know. She has a good memory. You got to give her that. And she's performing pretty well, even though she's like really angry and over the top, and that's very unattractive.
Yeah. I mean, at least she had the fucking decency to memorize her piece of shit poem. So I guess props there.
Kudos.
When I said stop, and he heard try harder if you play act at butchery long enough. You grow used to the sounds of the screaming. It is just a side effect of industry. Everything gets cut into small, marketable pieces. I will not practice bloody hands.
All right, I am feeling the urge for someone to shove something in her mouth so I don't have to listen anymore.
I volunteer.
It doesn't even have to be a dick, but something.
I will not make believe dissected women. My sex cannot be packaged. My sex is magic. It is part of a bigger story. I am whole.
No.
I exist.
No,
when you
no,
are
no,
not
no.
fucking.
Your sex is just sex. It's
Best
just
sex ever.
sex.
You don't even know. Got magical
Your
pussy right there.
is just a pussy. Your tits are just tits.
That's a
Me, and I will not be cut into pieces anymore.
All right. No one did that. Enjoy your craziness. Yep. That's pretty much the show, I guess.
Everyone, give us a thumbs up.
Give us a thumbs up. We were here with Dusty. We fucking maybe half-ass worked some things out, maybe. I don't even know.
Still hate you guys. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck this show.
Cool.
Fans are awful.
Nothing's happened. We haven't made any progress. Dusty's still a piece of shit. We're still pieces of shit. You're all still pieces of shit. Give this a thumbs up. Support piece of shit content like
RSVP
this.
for the meetup in the description below. Hang out with us. Drink some margaritas.
Get drunk with the peasants and do stuff. We'll blow things up. It'll be good.
Later.
We'll blow things in general.
Thanks for having me, guys. Love you. See you soon.
Good night.
Night, Dusty. Dust to dust.